Good morning. Good morning, Chicky. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday morning. Wonderful Tuesday morning. Good morning to ya. Good morning. Oh, I'm gonna come back on camera. Good morning. Good morning, Evolve man. Good morning, Cynthia. It's good to see you guys. Well, I can't see you guys, but it's good to see you guys in the chat. You guys like to see my face? Y'all miss my face? I like to see my face. I'm gonna show my face. I'm gonna show my face today. I'm just doing a few things. And y'all know when I show my face, you know what that means, right? Because I want to show love. I want y'all to see my eyes so we can love each other. You know what I mean? Players fuck up. People fuck up. We are imperfect people. But that don't mean we need to be crucified if the act that you did is not as egregious. If you did something that you could come back from, then cool. But if you did or said something you can't come back from, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? And that's different. Yep. Or if it's a continuous pattern. Yep. No, I didn't start yet. I didn't start nothing. Good morning, Dawn. I didn't make it, or did I? You made it, girl. I'm just chilling right now. I'm just getting my breakfast together, which is my swagger. Well, stop using other people's shit. I'm getting my motherfucking breakfast together, which is my motherfucking weed, my medicine. Shit. We grown folks over here. My shit's 18 and up. Get my goddamn breakfast together. My marijuana medicine. I got my coffee. I'm on my first cup, so I ain't gonna curse as much yet. I know you two probably gonna like that. Um, and I'm also still getting caught up on some YouTube videos from that I missed from last night, yesterday, or whatever. I'm just trying to get freshened up on some things. So that's also what I'm doing at the time as I'm getting shit together. And also I'm allowed maybe to see if a few people are going to stop in right now, not to see if the numbers stop or go up or whatever. But we're gonna have a little fun today, man. We're gonna talk about some other shit today, man. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about my brother that I already gave y'all damn near half the story. I told y'all what happened already, but I just didn't tell y'all how and the details. Yeah, we're gonna get into some shit. Good morning, Lonnie. Luke. Does any of this beat? Yeah, I don't know. Just seems like a bunch of chaos, if you ask me. Bunch of chaos. Bunch of chaos, a bunch of contradiction, a bunch of who we like. Uh, we all do it. Everybody's doing it. They turning the cheek a little bit for who they like. They make excuses a little bit for who they like. We all contradict ourselves at some point. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers are showing hip hop. It's just, to me, in my opinion, right now, it's just a bunch of chaos. And we're going to have some fun today over this bitch. Salute, sis. I got caught up on your videos. Salute. Man. It's some shit I got. There's some shit that I have opinions on, and it's some shit that I've been seeing and me, like everybody want to call themselves a man and how they live and how they was brought up and they morals and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not going to speak on none of it. Oh shit, no, I didn't know. And here I'm looking like where your vet at if she don't fuck with me no more. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take her wrench from her. I'm just gonna wait till she come back, and then I'm gonna ask her like, because I didn't know like you could have been busy. You could have been in the, you know what I mean? You could have been hospital, busy, whatever. But I'm like, man, I was like, hey, maybe she don't fuck with me no more, or she was just busy. I was like, but I'm not gonna take her wrench away until I know what happened, because you know what I'm saying, like. I'm only going to take the wrench if you don't want the wrench, or if you show me that you don't want the wrench, type shit. But wait until I get into this story today about my brother, y'all. We gonna have some fun, yo. We gonna laugh, yo. Y'all gonna be like, "What the hell?" Good morning. I told y'all we used to be drinkers, man. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Miss Queen Regina. Heck, Money, Sis, Chicky. Good morning. Yeah, Will T, my boy, you in the air today? Wait until I tell y'all these stories today, man. Oh, my family is off the chain, man. Yeah, my family is off the chain. My family is fun though, man. And I told y'all before, I got some hell of a niggas in my family too, man. Like I told y'all about my aunt, right? I told y'all my aunt is in the women's basketball college hall of fame. Temple University. Look it up. Look up girls college basketball for girls, Temple University, back in the 80s. This was before the women's had a WNBA. Because if the women's had a WNBA, I'm telling y'all right now, if the women had a WNBA, my aunt would have been my aunt would have been a lottery pick. My aunt would have been a top 3 pick, yo. She broke all records in her high school. Was like the first woman to score over 1,000 points, rebounds. She led everything. She led in steals, rebounds, points, assists, everything in high school. Went to college, dominated girls basketball college. They put her in the women's basketball Hall of Fame. She got put in the Hall of Fame during the Philadelphia Sixers halftime joint, live TV back in the day. I'm talking about my aunt. She has a fucking big ass house, right? And downstairs, her downstairs den, the downstairs den, which is a fucking, it's like an extra living room. If anybody know what a den is, it's a fucking extra living room. My auntie has an extra living room just to hold her memorabilia, just for her fucking trophies and shit. That's how many fucking trophies and news clipping articles and awards. She had to turn the fucking living room into a fucking award room. That's just to give you a little history on some of my background, like on my family members. My auntie, my aunt name is Billy Faye Lawrence. Yes, I'm putting it out there. That's my auntie because she's a hell of a woman. She ended up going to the service because they didn't have the women's NBA, so she ended up going to the Navy, the service, or whatever. And then she ended up becoming a boss and getting a job at a basically a law firm that they represent wrongful cases like, you know, black people and minorities and shit. that's been done wrong, you know what I mean, arrested wrongfully, blah, blah, blah. That was her job. She was the boss of lawyers. Like she had lawyers under her, and they represented, wrongful convictions. And man, my aunt's a hell of a person. Man, look, man, I'll just give y'all a little background on my auntie. Man, my family off the chain. Then you got my mom, which my mom was the total opposite. Yo, my mom was the total opposite. Salute, salute, everybody. Philadelphia in the building. That's right, Temple. That's why I wanted to go to Temple when I was a kid, because my auntie went there. So I was like, fuck, I'm going to go to Temple too. But guess what? I wasn't smart enough. I wasn't smart enough. They told my ass, nigga, you going to go to a community college first, and then your ass could transfer. Oh, shit. Thank you, Leticia. And I put her name out there just so motherfuckers think I'm playing. I can motherfucking look her up. Billy Faye Lawrence. That's how you know my grandmama and them was old school, right? They done named my auntie named Billy Faye. And my mom is Vicky Lynn. Just to give you a little background, I come from a hell of a niggas, man, family, man. I wasn't smart enough to get accepted to no goddamn 4-year college at the beginning. That motherfucker looked at my goddamn SAT score. I don't even remember what the SAT joint was. But all I know is I could not score over whatever I needed to score. They said, look, you're going to take your little special ed, ass. You're going to have to go to a community college. Oh, shit. But I was nice and bald, y'all. I was nice and bald. So a couple of like coaches and shit was like, yo, you could use it. You know what I'm saying? I believe that you're good enough that you'll dominate at the community college and then the 2-year college, and then a D1, a bigger school will pick you up. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna take me a year off and I'll get back to y'all. I said, I'm gonna take a year off. And the motherfuckers, them basketball coaches looked at me like, everybody that says they're going to take a year off usually never goes back to school. I'm like, nah, man, I'm just going to take a year off. I'm going to sharpen up my skills. You know what I'm saying? I got to get a job in the real world. I just want to see, because I don't really like authority. Like, I didn't even like the structure of school already. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was worthless a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm just going to take a year off, man. I'm going to take a year off. I promise you, I'm not going to stop playing ball. Man, I took that year off. That was the worst thing I could have ever did. I ain't going to say worst thing because, you know what I'm saying, my life is still good. I've been alive. You know what I'm saying? That following year, I ended up having my first child. And, you know what I'm saying? But if I want to be honestly true, I took that fucking year off coming out of high school, took that year off, thinking I was going to take a year off, then probably go back to school. I took that year off and downhill. My black ass was going to jail, selling drugs, making babies in the street. And it was, man, look, the streets got a hold of me. And then everybody telling me how good of a motherfucking rapper I am. So I was thinking, fuck basketball, I'm gonna be a rapper now. Everybody telling me how good as I am as a rapper. Yo, you the best we ever heard around. Yo, you gonna get you a record deal. Yo, yo, yo. You fire, yo, you fire. Fuck school, fuck that. You need to shit. My older brothers and them was even telling me to stop selling drugs. They wanted me to just do straight music. They was even getting mad at me. Nigga, if you don't get your ass out these streets and get your ass in that goddamn studio, nigga, they used to curse me out. They used to curse me out. Your black ass need to be on fucking tour. You need to be in studio. You need to be fucking opening up. They used to tell me that shit all the time when they used to see me in the street. I used to be like, yeah, I know. I'm getting back to it. I know. I'm going to go in the studio. Yeah, I know. I know I just start talking, get all off topic about everything. Good morning, happy Tuesday to y'all, man. Hey, I was still getting brushed up on some YouTube shit from last night too. Last night or this morning, people out there beefing for real now, boy. Woo, man. Ha 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 ha. Y'all want that sound, huh? No, no, no. I'm listening to something. Whoopee, thank you for the compliment. Salute y'all. What's going on? Meal ticket, my boy, what's going on? Latifa, how you doing? Good morning to everybody, man. Good morning to everybody. Happy Tuesday, man. Salute to you guys. It's good to see y'all. Chicky is goddamn Yvette. She faking me out. I don't know who the hell what's going on. And you know I'll be high in the motherfucker sometimes, so I don't know. I gotta start paying attention to the pictures, I guess. Shit, you know me, I be high, man. Keep the change. Good morning. How y'all doing? How is everybody doing on this wonderful Tuesday morning? I hope they're feeling better than they was yesterday. Listening while I work. Good morning, chat. I can't type each name. I know how that be sometimes. Keep the change. I know how that be sometimes. You want to shout out everybody. Like you don't want to disrespect nobody. You don't want nobody to feel like, oh, I didn't, shout you back out on purpose or whatever. But sometimes the names go by quick. You be like, oh shit, oh this person shouted. All right, salute to everybody in the chat, yo. And then sometimes you be doing shit like I know sometimes a couple times I'll be busy, can't really type, but I just want to make sure I salute the chat or whatever, or just say what's up, show my support, and then I put the phone down to get back what I'm doing. And then I'll be peeking over, like looking in the chat, and I'll be seeing some shout outs and shit. I'm like, fuck. I'll be looking at my phone, I'll be like, fuck, I can't even type right now. I can't even get back and salute. I hope they don't think I'm just ignoring them on purpose. Good morning, y'all. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? Yo, did y'all see the shit about Texas? What's up with that trailer, man? How many people? 40 something people died in that trailer? Wonder. Yo, did y'all see how many people died in that trailer, yo, in Texas? Did y'all see that shit? All right, let me get off of this, what I was listening to. Let me get off of this. Yo, mad people just got found in a trailer in Texas, y'all. I think they were immigrants. They was in the back of a trailer. 40 something people. And then it's like 16 of them is still alive in the hospital, some shit. Did y'all see that shit? What the fuck is going on? Yo, that happened, and then some other shit happened too. That's sad, right? Yeah. Oh, she think it was 46, right? Man, prayers to them. Prayers and blessings to them, yo. Yo. Ah, damn. Y'all see the BET Awards over there? Hold up, y'all. I'm just trying to bring that up real quick before I get into the story. Y'all got y'all coffee, y'all got y'all lunch, y'all got y'all breakfast, y'all got y'all coffee, y'all everything y'all need. Y'all got everything y'all need. Y'all getting settled in. Damn, now they saying it's 50 immigrants dead. 50 of them now. They're confirming. They're confirming that it was 50 immigrants dead. They said that the back of that trailer was so hot. They said it was too hot to the touch. They said you couldn't even touch it, burn the shit out you. Yo, they was in Texas, so they might have been to their destination. I think Texas might have been the destination. I don't know where they were coming from. Because if you think about it, like San Antonio and Texas and all that, they're deeply populated with Mexicans and shit. No water. Damn, it's not uncommon. He said no. I don't know where everybody at. People leaving, people coming out. Who y'all leaving? That's the Ghost Watchers that came here to see if I was gonna be talking shit today. Is that the drama Ghost Watchers that was just here that left? That said, oh, he ain't beefing right now. He ain't talking shit right now. He ain't giving his opinion right now that I can. Is that who left? Thank you, Whoopi Rock. Get y'all coffee, get y'all whatever y'all need, y'all blunts, y'all cigarettes, y'all water. You know what I mean? Let's get ready to get comfortable. About to be on my second cup, so I'm about to start cursing a little bit for y'all. I know YouTube don't like that. That's crazy though, y'all. 50 immigrants dead from the heat. The police chief said when he seen it, he said it was horrible to look at, to see all these 46 to 50 people dead from heat exhaustion in this semi truck. Yeah, they was from Guatemala, Mexico and Guatemala, Honduras. Yep, it was a human smuggling event. So they were smuggling them from Mexico, and from Guatemala, and they brought them to San Antonio. So you got to think, how long was this motherfucking truck driver? How long was this truck driver just driving without pulling over, without saying like, yo, let's make sure they got water? They should have had gallons and gallons of water back there. They should have, like, how long did he go before he said, yo, all right, let's pull over and get him some air or whatever? Damn, 50 of them? Selena, good morning. Thank you. You the cutie pie. Shit. You the cutie pie. You know how the dudes is. We just be what is it? Beauty and the beast. You know what I mean? When it comes to the guys and the girls, you're the beauties, the dudes, I'm the beast. You know you beautiful and I'm ugly. You know I look like E.T. Y'all know I'm not handsome. Y'all better stop lying to me, telling me I'm handsome. Y'all know I look like E.T. I got an ugly face, a big forehead. I'm broke. I ain't got no money. That nigga said, that nigga years ago said, look at his earrings. That nigga wearing studs. That nigga, that was his joke on me. He said, look at him. He said, man, this nigga wearing stud diamond earrings. Look at them broke stud. What the fuck am I supposed to wear? And they're not fake. They're real diamonds too, dog. Yeah, they do anything to get in the US, right? But then we take shit for granted over here. That's how horrible other countries is, that they willing to risk their lives to come to America, where we complain all the fucking time. We complain here because we're so fucking spoiled, lazy. We're Americans. We want everything. Like, that's why people from other countries, they come here and they prosper and they do so well, because they take advantage of everything that we complain about. You know why? Because we're born into it and we just expect it. We're just like I said, like I was saying yesterday, about appreciating life. We automatically think that we're supposed to do this, we're supposed to do that. We take shit for granted. I ain't working no job. Yo, I be hearing my nephews. I be hearing my nephews that's in their early 20s and shit like that. Now, the hourly rate for these jobs, they're paying more than what the fuck we was getting paid when we was kids. I remember being paid $7 something an hour, and that being good. I remember when $6 something an hour was motherfucking minimum wage, nigga. $7 something. I remember when I was back in the day, when I was getting $8.50 at the time, that was like $2 over minimum wage back in the day. I remember I had a job getting like $8.50. That was the shit back in the day. Now I'm listening to my nephews and them, that these motherfuckers ain't got no kids or nothing yet, ain't got no bills or nothing yet. They living with their fucking dad. I got my nephews living with their dads and shit like that, and their moms, and they ain't even gotta pay no bills and shit like that. They get shit, and then these motherfuckers is turning down jobs and getting jobs about, that job don't pay too. How much that job pay? $12. 13. That's not enough. What the fuck? What? Nigga, you ain't even got no work experience. You 21, nigga, you 23, 24, 20, nigga. And then you got to start somewhere, nigga. You better take that 12, 13, and then by next year, you'll go up and go up. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Y'all little young motherfuckers just take shit for granted. Just think y'all supposed to have it. And my one nephew going to tell his girl, you can find, she has something for like 12, 13. She had no job experience. This is her first fucking job. Getting paid like 13. I felt like that is great. But nah, I'm gonna tell her to quit something. They gonna have to pay her 14 or something. What, nigga? These kids, man. Then you got these motherfuckers that come from these other countries and they be like, y'all motherfuckers is spoiled. Y'all motherfucking Americans is spoiled. And you know what they say? Okay, you don't want to do the job? We'll do it. Oh, you want 100,000? You American? You want $1,000 an hour for this job? Okay, then the people from out of the country, whatever, be like, yo, we'll do it for half the price, and we'll do the same job or even better. We'll do it half the price with no lit back, no talk back. These motherfuckers come from no running water, no real electricity and shit like that. But no, we spoiled motherfucking Americans over here. Man, I know I'll be getting off time. I just talk to y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, but that's crazy, man. 50 people dead, man. That's how bad they want to come over here. Thank you. Oh shit, y'all see that? Y'all ghost watchers? Y'all see that? E.T. that motherfucker. Nah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all making me blush over here. I'm definitely not turning my camera back on right now. Shit. Cheeks rosier than a motherfucker. Driving to work. That's what's up, man. I wish my people didn't even have to work that much and still can get our motherfucking money, man. They owe us, right? There's our 40 acres, man. God damn. My peoples, man, in my opinion, we've been slaving and working for hundreds and hundreds of years, man. When we gonna get a break? When we gonna get our break, man? When we gonna get our 40 acres, man? Damn, I don't know the real. They probably be fucking with my damn audio. They be fucking with my audio. They say it's just you. Sometimes they do be fucking with my shit, man. Oh, they're not fucking with my shit. That's why their wealth is growing. Yep. Exactly why. Go out and come back. The real Geechee, huh? He said, I'm the real Geechee. Good morning, E. Oh. They call me E. Yo, Eve used to have that dope music, man. Yo, she used to flow on that beat. Filet. They call me E. I remember that album. She dropped that first album in like what, 1999? Oh, that Eve album was fire, y'all. Happy Tuesday to y'all. Taco Tuesday, y'all. Taco motherfucking Tuesday. Man, it's been a whole bunch of shit going on, huh? I love y'all though, man. Even though y'all not gonna agree with me with everything and we not supposed to, I love y'all. Don't ever think because y'all got a different opinion of mine or you put it in a motherfucking chat that I'm gonna have a problem with you. I'm gonna love you still. As long as you ain't, disrespecting me and shit, I tend to go off. I tend to starting to have zero tolerance for that shit. A little bit. I started cursing motherfuckers out yesterday, huh? I was on one. Oh, you dissing me in my chat? Fuck Oh shit. I'm reading chats wrong and shit. Had to apologize to people and shit. Cause I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I don't like cursing the motherfucker out, man. Cause sometimes my curse outs can be vicious. Yep, that's the truth. That's true, Leticia. Surpassing us. Surpassing us. And the motherfuckers that live like they have like 10 motherfuckers in the 2 bedroom and then they just rotate. You know what I mean? When 5 of them is at work, the other 5 is at home sleep, and they rotate so they not over top of each other and all crowded in the crib and shit like that. Trust me, I know because one of my brothers in the projects, he had the Indians that worked at the gas station had lived next door to him, and they was in a fucking 2 bedroom apartment, and it was like 6 of them, 7 of them, and they used to rotate like they never was on top of each other though. When one was at home, the other one was working. When one was at home, the other. So it was crazy, man. And they the ones that told us that they don't like banks and shit. You know, this was way back in the day, back in the early 2000s and shit. And because you know, a couple of my boys, just like niggas do, you know what I mean? They didn't do it, but they was acting like they was going to start plotting on the dudes because them Indians told too much of their business. Because we got cool with them and we used to drink beer with them and chill and shit. Plus they worked at the gas station we used to go to get gas, get blunts and shit. So these damn Indians had the nerve to tell the wrong black folk, or it could have been white folk, had the nerve to tell the wrong folk, yeah, we don't like banks. You don't tell no hungry, starving niggas in the hood that y'all don't like banks. So y'all keep y'all cash and everything in the crib and y'all cabinets and shit. It's almost like they wanted a motherfucker to try to come in their house and rob. I was like, even when they was telling the story, I'm looking at them scratching my head like, stay saying this shit in front of the wrong niggas. Now you can say that shit in front of certain niggas like me and certain people that ain't gonna try to rob you, do nothing. But it was certain niggas that was there that I wanted to tell the Indian dude, shut up, shut the fuck up. You about to get robbed right now, nigga. Shut up. Yeah, we don't like banks. So we keep our cash. We don't. They was telling us why they don't trust American banks and shit like that. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Sure enough, one of them niggas was like, yo, we gonna run in they crib late night. And I talked them out of it. I said, no, the fuck you ain't. Especially ain't doing no shit without around me and with me knowing the fuck you not. And then I had to tell them, like, yo, these dudes are cool. Like, these are people's neighbors, nigga. You know it, and then it's probably gonna come back on our boy who live next door to him. Like, no, nigga, and they cool. We drink with them, we kick it with them. They don't disrespect us, nothing. Like what the fuck? I had to like try to justify, like, yo, they cool. We drink with them, my nigga. They and then you wanted to come back on our bro. He lived next door. They talking. You don't think he's a black nigga? You think they ain't gonna look right at him? Yeah, go get that experience first, and then you could talk about more pay, especially when you're inexperienced. Now, I see if you've had it working for years and da 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 da, you got experience in that field or whatever, then you could go in there and negotiate. But when you fucking 20 years old and it's your first job, you can't go in there talking about something, oh, I need more money. You ain't got no experience. And they offering you a great dollar amount from the era I come from. I'm offering you 13, 14 an hour, and you talking about you need more, and it's your first gig. If you don't get the, hey, I'm about to play something real quick. Don't nobody go nowhere, because all I'm going to do is fix me another cup of coffee. It's only going to take me a minute, but I'm going to play this song real quick that my little brother did. My little brother's not a rapper. This was his first time ever recording a song in the studio because I made him. And you know what? When my little brother did his song, when he rapped on his song, how about everybody that listened to it? Everybody that listened to it, if I didn't tell you that this was his first time ever getting in the booth and rapping over a beat in the booth, you wouldn't believe me. You would think that he'd done it before. But that's how much he'd been around me in the studio. He used to spend sleepless nights with me in the studio, just sitting there on the couch, listening, rolling up my weed and shit. So he's seen the process for years and years and years. So and then I thought of the hook. I came up with the hook, the chorus for him right on the spot. You know what I mean? I just freestyled the hook, and so this is my little brother first time ever rapping.
Yeah, VR, what up, nigga? Yeah. Let's go, check out the ice flow. If you from my hood, you know the lingo. Yeah, yo, I'm for real, bro. Toe tag a nigga, call it a repo. Let's go, check out the ice flow. If you from my hood, you know the lingo. Yeah, yo, I'm for real, bro. Toe tag a nigga, call it a repo. And I'm the same old nigga who stay on the beat. It's the same old rhythm that I freak in the sheets. The same old VR, the ladies talk about. I'ma just stay fresh and yet I'm so fly. And when I ride by, it's just a reaction. You gotta stop and step. I'm just a fantastic man. Don't know what happened. Cut all the rapping. Nah, I ain't laughing because this ain't a game. I'm about my money, man. Like Mike Everson Cube. I'm about my Benjamins. And don't get it confused. I'm not trying to be rude, but really I'm really cool. And really you're really cool. And yes, I'm in the mood. It will get critical. You're really pissing me off. The shit that bitches doing. And hey, I'm really in. I'm about to handle my business. And this is just the beginning. I'm about getting it busy. My niggas, they coming with me. Yeah, let's go. Check out the ice flow. If you from my hood, you know the lingo. Yeah, yo, I'm for real, bro. Toe tag a nigga, call it a repo. Let's go. Check out the ice flow. If you from my hood, you know the lingo. Yeah, yo,
I'm for real, bro. Toe tag a nigga, call it a repo.
And no CK.
That's my little brother, y'all. And I played that for a reason, because I'm going to do a segue into the fucking story of this little nigga getting the airplane flight shut down, okay? Okay? But y'all hear that hook, though? Let's go. Check out the ice flow. If you from my hood, you know the lingo. Yeah, yo, I'm for real, bro. Toe tag a nigga, call it a repo. I thought of that hook right on the spot. My brother was nervous because I ain't write nothing down and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't write no hook down. And we sitting there in the studio and he looking at me. He's writing his shit. He like, come on, bro. I need a hook, man. You know, you the best at writing hooks. Which a hook is called a chorus for people who don't know. We call it a hook. So, you know, they used to call me the hook master way back in the early 2000s. That's why people done stole my names, man. Who they gave that name to? What's my man, the Dream? That's in the game right now, the Dream or somebody. They call him the something killer, the hook killer. That was my nickname way back in the day. They used to call me the hook killer. I'm talking about people that was around me, that did music, people that knew me, that was my friends and people we fucked with that did music around me. They would call my management. They would call me up for their artists. Like, yo, we need a hook, bro. Like, yo, can you come to the studio? Yo, I got this artist. Yo, we need a hook. Like, yo, nigga, you the hook master. Like, all your fucking hooks be fired. All your choruses be fired. And every chorus, every hook you ever hear on my motherfucking song, I wrote. All the hooks if you hear any song that I'm on, you hear the chorus or you hear the hook, I wrote it. Oh, yeah. Oh, my bad. I done fucked the radio. Yeah, he radio killer. They call me the hook killer. They call me the chorus killer, the hook killer. That's why I got invited up to Yonkers for the last Kiss album. Jadakiss came out with an album years ago in 2000s. Jadakiss album, The Last Kiss, that album right there, The Last Kiss. They called me to come to Yonkers to help write for that album. So I want y'all to know that all rappers and artists that's in the game, they all get help. You might not have a motherfucker writing for you, but your favorite artist, I'm talking about, yeah, most of them write their own lyrics, but they get help writing. I've been in the studio with these people. I've been in the studio with famous rappers and people that they get help writing from a collective. So they can put out the best product so they can recoup their money. So don't think it's just one artist. You know, some artists do that, but it's a collective thing. Because when I got the call, I was surprised. You know, it was because I knew people do certain, and the motherfucker hit me up and was like, yo, can you come to New York? I had to pay my own way, though. I had to get there on my own. Even though they invited me to come help Jada Kiss's album, The Last Kiss, to help me come write, to be a part of the album. It's not like we come there to help him write any of his verses or nothing, but you just help with the song, hook shit like that. And oh, I had to pay my own way though. I had to take it, and I took my little brother with me. I took my little brother with me. When I got the call, like, yo, Jada Kiss is working on the Last Kiss album. Yo, you know, they like your writing ability, your writing skills. Da, da, da. They was like, yo, can you get up here? Where y'all at? New York. Where y'all at? Yonkers. Can you get here? Y'all, I'm catching the bus, the train. I'll be there. And I brought my little brother with me. I took my little brother with me. And that's how y'all hear that hook though. And I'm about to transition into this crazy ass story.
Stories about bitches and grinders. All the rapping. Nah, I ain't laughing. Cause this ain't a game about
My little bro, he wrote all this himself too. This part.
Getting confused. I'm not trying to be rude, but really I'm really cool, and really you're really cool. And yes, I'm in the mood. It will get critical. You really bitch.
27.
The bitches do, and hey, I'm really in. I'm about handling my business, and this just the beginning. I'm about getting it busy. My niggas, they coming with me. Yeah, let's go. Check out the ice flow. If you from my hood, you know the lingo. Yeah, yo, I'm for real, bro. Don't tag a nigga, call it a repo. Let's go. Check out the ice flow. If you from my hood, you know the lingo. Yeah, yo, I'm for real, bro.
Toe tag a nigga, call it a repo.
And no CK, and no YZ. My boys, we getting money, but that's another story. It's about bitches and grinders. They fly like a diamond. Yes, I'm always shining because I stay focused, man. Stay with a poker face, you looking that in my eyes. I rip that one at a time, clear out the space and get out my line. I'm living perfectly fine. My wife, she's a dime. Gotta sip on the wine. I'm feeling just like a gentleman. The gangsters in my eyes. Gotta stay on the track. I'm never falling off. I'm in city to cities, and if you really feeling me, I gotta give you the recipe. Gotta get me in water, cause I'm always hot. Gotta brush me off. I'm just like your pop. So representing the nine. Gotta stay on the block. The bitches stay on the block. The money, it won't stop. And nah, we won't stop. Yeah. Let's go. Check out the ice flow. If you from my hood, you know the lingo. Yeah, yo, I'm for real, bro. Don't tag a nigga, call it a repo. Let's go. Check out the ice flow. If you from my hood, you know the lingo. Yeah, yo, I'm for real, bro. Don't tag a nigga, call it a repo. I like that one, huh? Yeah, Jimmy Bones, 609, knock noise, know that, in the fucking building.
Ah, my little bro, shout out. That was his first time recording. That was my little bro, first time recording. Now, let me tell you about this motherfucking silly ass Muslim ass nigga. Say you on trial yet? That's fire the mill. That's some old school shit too. That's little bro right there. That's little bro. You know I had to come through with the hook though. I had to come through and bless him with the hook though. Let's go check out the ice flow. If you're from my hood, you know the lingo. Yeah, yo, I'm for real, bro. Toe tag a nigga, call it a repo. God. Uh-oh, look, everybody under a magnifying glass. Y'all silly. Y'all are silly. So here we go. My little bro. We in 2006 now it is, right? Couple years after the towers fell and all that. Y'all know about that. You know what I mean? That was a tragedy in the world. These motherfuckers use airplanes as weapons. Which that could be another topic for another day because that shit turned me into a conspiracy person, I think, I believe, allegedly a snap. But We're taking a little vacation, right? Now, y'all spoke about my auntie. My auntie, she's a hell of a woman. My auntie, who's in a basketball Hall of Fame, college basketball Hall of Fame for Temple University. She's been living in Ohio basically for half her whole life. Ever since she left New Jersey, she's been living in Ohio. So she's an Ohio person. So we go there, sometimes in the summertime we would go there to visit. Sometimes, you know what I mean. Most of the time she would come to Jersey or whatever. But my grandpa, the man who raised me, my grandpa, which is the man who raised me, he's not my biological, but he's my grandpa. My grandma's husband. They was together for over 50, 60 some years, whatever, you know what I mean? So he raised my mom and my aunt and them. He never had any kids of his own. That's how you know he was a hell of a man too. He never had no kids of his own. He raised my grandmom's 4 kids with her because she divorced her husband. My grandmom ain't play. She said my grandmom got 4 kids, all by the same man, which was her husband. You know, back in the day, you married when you got pregnant, you married type shit. So my biological grandpa and my grandma were married. They have 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. My grandma told me the story about my grandpa cheating. She done beat my grandpa up and the woman up with an umbrella. She done beat them both up and divorced him because my grandma said she had zero tolerance for cheating. She said, man, cheat, you out. So my grandpa was a ladies' man because she always called us him. As we was getting older, she would see us with our girlfriends. She and my grandpa nickname was Skeet. So she would call us Skeets. Y'all just like y'all grandpa, y'all with them y'all and y'all damn woman. Y'all just like Skeets. Y'all fucking Skeets. Y'all just like y'all grandpa Skeet. So she ended up divorcing my grandpa early with my mom and my aunt, uncles, and them kids. So then she ended up getting with the next man who ended up raising my mom and them, and then end up raising me and my brothers also. And never had no kids of his own. Well, he ended up passing away. You know, and him and my grandma have been together since, the 70s. You know, they've been together since the 70s. So, she was lost. We all left the house. Everybody grown now. You know what I'm saying? And this is her companion that she's been with for all these years. So he ended up passing away, unfortunately. So, my auntie in Ohio, which is her daughter, and now my grandmom only has 2 kids left because both of my uncles died. So, and they died at a young age in their early 40s. So my grandmom lost her only 2 sons. Her oldest, which was my uncle, was the oldest. He passed away. Then you got my aunt, and then you got my uncle, and my second uncle. He passed away. But my second uncle, you know what I mean, he passed away first in like 96. And then my uncle, who was the oldest and was the closest to my grandmom and lived up around the corner from us, he died, 99, 3 years later? And I put that in one of my songs too back in the day. You know what I mean? My grandmom, you know what I mean? She lost her 2 sons. I miss my uncles. Like, she lost her only 2 sons. So my mom and my aunt lost their 2 brothers. So it was only them 2 left, right? It's just my mom and my aunt left. All right. I just had to read some shit. So my auntie says, fuck it. We're gonna throw a little vacation at my crib, because my aunt is rich, y'all. Let me tell y'all. My aunt is rich. Okay. My auntie is rich. Now my auntie, she's in the LGBT community, right? So she don't have any kids, and she never wanted kids. So she always said she didn't want any dependents because she's stingy. She like her money. She says this. I'm not just putting this on my aunt. My auntie says this out her mouth. She'll tell you, oh no, I ain't never want dependents. She'll tell you. She said, oh, I'm too stingy. I need all my money to myself. Like, and she's well off. Like my auntie has money, right? My auntie lives in a fucking one, two, three, four bedroom, two bathrooms, big ass 3-level house by herself. By herself. Think about that. My auntie live in a 3-level house by herself. Two bathrooms, all these beds by herself, y'all. Um, so she said, fuck it, I'm gonna pay for everybody's, trip to my house. We're gonna have a vacation. Then we'll come to my house for the week or whatever, and we just gonna get drunk and do what we do type shit. So she paid for me and my brothers and our girls at the time, which we was all with our baby mothers at the time. So you got my older brother, but it was no kids. It was a grown up joint. It was no kids. So you got my older brother, his baby mom, me, my baby mom, my little brother, his baby mom. You got my mom, her husband, and then you got my grandma. And my aunt is paying for all this. My aunt is paying for everybody's flight. She's paying for, we don't got to pay for nothing. Y'all silly. I see what y'all talking about in chat. That both of my grandfathers were old. That's the only thing. My grandfather didn't have other kids though, outside of my grandma. He had no other kids. So my auntie's paying for everything. Round trip. Even when we get there, we don't got to pay for shit unless we want to go out and do something on our own, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So she's paying for everything, right? So you see how many it is of us, right? It's 2, 4, 6, 8, because you got me and my son's mom, my two brothers, their son's mom, my mom and her husband. So we go to Ohio, we catch the plane, we get there, we have a ball, regular shit, y'all. Regular shit. Regular shit the whole time. Regular shit the whole week. Regular family shit. We do our shit, right? So now this is when we're going home. So we're about to leave. And in true fashion, and in my last name, because we always say in true last name fashion, y'all heard me say, I ain't gonna keep repeating because you got people out there that start looking up names, start trying to find out my government and want to try to look up some shit, my arrest record from back in the early. Look at this nigga. He went to jail in 2003 for selling crack. Fuck up. But so we will always say, like, in our true last name fashion, because our family come from drinkers, our family come from alcoholics. You know what I'm saying? And we used to be proud of that. My grandma was proud about her Irish blood and how she drank. You know what I'm saying? So, we like, yeah. And we already know the rules to the flight. And if y'all know, catching a plane, you can drink, but you're not allowed to fly drunk. You're not allowed to fly drunk, right? So, and we know that already because we done flew a couple times, so we know that. But we throwing them back at my aunt's house. We all in the living room because we getting ready to, go to the air. We about to take our flight back home. So we like celebrating a good time and we taking shots with my aunt. Yo, boom, take this shot. Yeah, we on our way to the airport. We about to be on our way to the airport. So we knock it. And we know we need to slow down anyway, because we know you can't fly drunk to them, but we good at covering up our drunkenness. We're good at covering up our alcoholness because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So we keep drinking, knowing that we shouldn't be drinking as much, but we throwing shot, we drinking moonshine, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? We throwing them back. Oh, we had a good time. Oh, we gotta do this again. Oh, another shot here. All right, auntie, we love you. We gonna miss you. We don't know when the next time we gonna see our auntie, even though she in Ohio, we in New Jersey, but we only see each other like once a year sometime. Summertime, maybe Christmas. So, all right, love you, auntie. Oh, don't know when I'm gonna see you again. We shooting. All right, so we feeling good, y'all. We feeling good. We go to the airport. We get to the airport. We in the airport. We on time. Everything is good. It's a beautiful day. The airport is not crowded. It's normal size. Everything is good. Copacetic. We having a good time. Nobody's acting out of character. Nobody seems too drunk. No nothing. We walking through the airport, having a good old time. So I see the little cart. Y'all know the little carts that the airport people inside the airport they drive around in. Them little buggies, them little buggy carts. You got the steering wheel. You could, I guess, for like people that need a handicap or something like that or whatever. You got a passenger seat, and then you got the seats in the back, right, where you can sit. And then it has a little trail where you could put shit on. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? The little white little buggy joints that they drive around in inside the airport. All right, so we come up on one of them. Dude driving. Now y'all know me. I told y'all I'm the jokester. I'm the trickster. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that usually do shit, right? But I guess my little brother said he gonna upstand me today. He said, "Look, I know you always making us laugh. You the one that's always doing silly shit. But fuck that. I'm drunk. We drunk. I'm gonna be you today." But first, I started to do something. So I see the buggy. My man drops the buggy off, right? Boom. He walks away from it. I'm seeing it. Boom. So nobody's paying attention to me. I walk over, I get on the buggy, right? I get on the buggy. So I start to drive the buggy, right? They walked ahead of me. I didn't let them know what I was doing, right? So they just kept walking, doing their thing. You know me, I sneak off, I hop on the buggy. I pull up on these niggas on the buggy. Beep, beep, yo, what y'all need it? These niggas fall out, right? But it was just a real short distance. I didn't drive it like far because I knew what I was going to do. I was just going to hop in it real quick, just get off. And if somebody say something come up, I was just going to, apologize. Hey man, I'm sorry. I apologize about that. I only drove it 2 fucking feet type shit. You know what I'm saying? That was my way of thinking. I'm only going to just real quick. Yo, beep beep, yo, y'all need a ride type shit. Make them laugh, get off, right? And that's what I did. Everything was all good when I did what I did. Nobody even came around. The airport people, the people that drive it, nobody even saw me. Nobody came up to me because I did it real quick. I just drove up. Yo, what the fuck? Y'all niggas need a ride, niggas, y'all. So I pulled up real quick, right? So they started laughing, right? Boom. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So y'all don't want to hear this story. Y'all don't care. Y'all talking about that other shit that's going on around Joe. I don't blame y'all. It's like, nah, I'm just being sarcastic with her. I'm just fucking with you. But y'all don't care about this story. I see what y'all talking about in the goddamn chat. So you know what? Hold on. Y'all go ahead and talk. Y'all ready for the story? Ha ha! Yeah, I had to fuck with y'all. Now, I had to fuck with y'all. All right. So where was I at? You know my boy Ed. Selena. You know, that's one of my mods right there. You know he is. Yeah, he be working though. I see what's going on. That's what I was getting caught up on this morning when I had my shit on mute when y'all was like no sound. I was listening to some videos and I'm like, oh my goodness, this back and forth is about to be crazy. But so let me get back to the story, y'all. I pulled up in the buggy. That's where I'm at. Am I at the buggy? I pulled up in the buggy. So I pulled up in the buggy, right? Yeah, the cart ride. So Draco. So I pulled up in the buggy real quick. It's normal shit. You know, they expect that type shit from me though. So, you know, they laugh at, yo, this nigga, you always fucking doing something, man. Like I told you, they say I'm always extra. They like, you always fucking doing something, nigga. Like they didn't even see me sneak off. You know what I'm saying? Nobody but my baby mom. So that, you know, cause they tipsy, they doing their thing, walking through the shit. And you know, I play it off like I'm looking at something, I'm going to buy it something. I forget exactly how I did it, but I probably was like playing it off, acting like I was going to go buy something, and then here I am on the buggy. They like, nigga, you always fucking doing something, nigga. So they start laughing, right? Fuck that. Salute, Draco. Who else got that swagger? They doing their thing. Pop it. We grown over here. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all see me out there. So I pull up in the car. They laugh. Ha ha ha, nigga, what the fuck? Da, 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 da. You always doing some shit, man. So I guess my little bro, he wants to get a laugh in too. So so my little bro, he does what I do, but he takes it to a whole nother level. Do y'all remember Hypnotize, Biggie and Puff Hypnotize video? When that nigga got in the car and he was reversing, he reversed the whole way in the video in the Biggie joint. Well, my little brother calls himself being fucking Biggie in the fucking video. We walk all the way down there because we got to go to where our plate is. So we still got like a nice little 30 feet, 30, 40 feet ahead in the hallway to walk, right? So we gets all the way down. This motherfucker call himself upstaging me, wanting to be Puff. He go gets in the motherfucking cart and then he reverses it, y'all. I'm talking about we walking though. He reverses it and then he drives past us in reverse. Mind you, at the time, my brother wasn't even a good fucking driver, period, in a car. He done crashed, almost killed himself in a real car. So his driving skills is not even good anyway. Not even in a regular car is his driving skills good. Mine, I tell you, he got into a car accident and almost killed him and one of our cousins. And that's for real. Good thing that's for real. So yeah, the buggy was empty. It was empty, wasn't nothing in it. So he's reversing. And then he comes past us in reverse and he's yelling out, Biggie, you know, Biggie and Puff, you know what I mean? You know the song. He's singing the song and saying, yeah, nigga, I'm like Biggie in the video. I'm like Biggie in the video. This is what he's screaming out, y'all. I'm like, and then, and the reason why I threw the drive it in there, because the nigga can't even drive, right? And he can't even drive forward. So he's in reverse, y'all, but the shit like this. he like this, y'all. Like he damn near right. He almost hitting the wall. Like he keep almost hitting the fucking wall and shit. People got to move out the way and shit. And I'm talking about he leaves us. Like he goes way up to where we gotta go. Like he fucking and he's like damn near hitting shit. He almost taking out the damn y'all know the when you stand in the aisle like at movie theaters and shit like that, that thing that keeps the aisle separated and you can pull it and you can unconnect it. It's like a sling thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a it's like a barrier rope thing, and it's a sling. You know what I mean? When you to keep the single file out, he ran into that and shit. He breaking that, yo. The nigga is going so far. We like, yo, chill. So we like, chill, what the fuck? So now we looking at each other like, yo, this nigga is tripping. Cause he damn near hitting shit. He is hitting shit. People, so we like, yo, when is he gonna fucking pull over? Like, when is he gonna stop? No, he don't stop. He calls himself going all the way to where we gotta go. Not only did he do it, he fucking you gotta turn. So once you get to the end of the hall, you got to make a choice whether you want to go left or right. And I think it was like maybe elevator steps or right. But as soon as you turn to the right, it's a big opening, and that's where you got the person in the middle where you can buy tickets from and shit. And it's a big opening, and that's where all the chairs is. You got the big window. That's where everybody's sitting at, you know what I mean, to wait before the flight comes. So he goes from the hallway into the I don't know the lobby. I guess that's what you call it, where everybody's sitting down, where you got the big window, you can see all the planes, people sitting down. You got the desk right in the middle with the dude right in the middle in case you have any problems. He drove into there, y'all. I'm talking about he drove past that. Yes, drunk driving at his best. Now he is drunk, right? So then, so then he drives into the lobby joint, and then yo, y'all know what happens, right? The nigga crashed. The nigga crashed, y'all. He crashed into a whole bunch of shit. He bakakata. Good thing he ain't crashed into nobody. He crashed. I don't. It was like I don't know. He crashed into like some chairs and some shit. I forget exactly what it was. He knocked some shit over. You know. Now the people done came. The dude that drive this shit. You got like some fucking plain clothes cops done came. Yo, these motherfuckers is coming out the woodwork. We like, they ain't come out the woodwork though. It was like three of them. You had like the one dude that worked there. Then you had like the security guard dude, and then you had the dude that's above the security dude, because this is the dude who overdid it. This white dude, short, I guess he's the boss, but you know, because he's the one asking all the questions. He's the one that's enforcing everything, right? Little short white dude, glasses. So we like, what the fuck, nigga? We like, yo, what you doing? Get the fuck off. We try to tell him he ain't get off. He get up. People come. We like, what the fuck? This motherfucker look at me, y'all. This motherfucker look at me. He look at us and he says something like, he was like, I was just trying to do it. Talking about me. Talking about, I was just trying to do what Big Bro was doing or whatever. I was just trying. I was like, nigga, you overdid it. Nigga, like I wasn't doing that. Like, what the fuck? Like, what was it? He said something to that effect, yo. He said something to that effect. Like, I was trying to, like, outdo you. I was like, yo, nigga, what the fuck, yo? You tripping. What the fuck? Yo, she's a blessed little heart. Oh, you gonna see. I got kicked out the airport. Nah, we ain't get kicked out the airport. We ain't get kicked out the airport. It goes on, right? So boom. And his girlfriend didn't help at the time. She was on her white girl shit. You know, he got a baby by a white woman. Nothing against, you know, ain't don't matter. I have white girlfriends, everything. So, but but she the only white girl with us and shit. And fuck it, Yeah, he trying to make it like it's my fault and shit. Like, man, I was just trying to do what Big Bro was doing and shit. Like, so we fucking the dude come, they talk, everybody, we laugh, we chill, we break up, we da, da, da. So the dude comes, right? Now this dude, Three Stooges. So now they come, they say, what's going on? My bro apologized, everything, y'all, right? We like, yo, just apologize. Nobody got hurt. He ain't hit nothing, he ain't break nothing. Nobody got hurt. So it was no charges, nothing to do or nothing, you know what I'm saying? So they came, they questioned, they like, what's your name, where you from, all that shit, right? So boom, he give him his name, da 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 da. They give him a warning, like, all right, chill, don't ever get on that shit again, blah 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 blah. We like, cool, but you got this little white dude who I guess he's the head of the security or head of, he ain't got no gun or weapon on him though. It's another security dude that's with him that has a weapon, but he ain't really a cop. He's a security dude. They wasn't pressing the issue. They just was like, all right, cool. He apologized. He said he won't do it again. They took his name down for whatever. I don't know. They took his name down. He said he wouldn't do it again. But this white dude just had a problem, yo. Like he just kept, he kept instigating. He kept instigating the issue, y'all. When I mean instigating, like he kept asking the same question over and over. He kept asking my brother what his name was, like he was giving him the wrong name or something. And he like, what's your name? And now, mind you, they already wrote his name down. So he like, what's your name again? And what's your name? It kept answering them questions. Where you from? Now my brother get agitated. Like, yo, I told you my name plenty of times. Yo, I'm from here. Da, da, da. Like, and I wish I could remember the details of why he kept wanting to talk. But I think he might have smelt the alcohol or something, and you're not allowed to go drunk. So, and then he's already got the, mind you, he Muslim. Mind you, remember I told you, he got the kufi on. Like my older brother got like the black or the white, little kufi joint on, the little knit hat with the holes in it. He got the kufi on, the big beard. My little brother, he got a kufi on, different color. He got a little beard. He got the kufi on, so you could tell that they Muslims. They got they got the pants on with the skirt joint covering it. You know what I'm saying? So they Muslims. You know what I'm saying? Sound like we was at, yeah, yo, it was fun up until it was fun up until it was about to happen. So he he kept just irritating, because the other dudes even left, like the other security and everything, they was cool with it. It was like, all right, he apologized, we got his name, birthday, whatever. You know what I mean? They chilling now. They calm down. Nobody is doing nothing. You know what I mean? Because that one white dude kept making it a problem, to the point, I believe, like my older brother almost stepped in at one point and was like, yo, man, like, what's going on? Like, yo, he apologized. Nobody got hurt. He gave his name. Like, what's the issue? What's up with you? Why you keep pressing, you know what I mean? Pressing my bro. Like, you keep asking questions and shit. Like, he wanted an issue. But now that I'm remembering, it do seem like he was in my bro face, like he smelt the alcohol and he was trying to instigate, right? But that's when the white girl come in. That's when his baby mom come in, and he kept asking his name. He kept being irritating. The other dudes even left. The other security dudes, they left, but they end up coming back because the dude stayed there, kept pressing the issue. You know what I'm saying? And then I guess she don't know. I guess my brother's baby mom didn't know that you can't really be that drunk on a plane, because she intervenes, y'all. She intervenes. Yo, his baby mom intervenes. She act like she helping, yo. But the dude was irritating. He just wouldn't go away. He wouldn't go away, y'all. So even I had stepped in and was like, yo, what's the issue? Like, dude, what's the issue? He gave you his name already 5 times. Y'all got it written down. Why are you still here? What's going on? Whatever, right? His baby mom jumps in the middle of the white dude and my little brother and says, man, it's all right. He's just drunk. She thought telling that white man that my little brother is just drunk was going to help out the issue. So now they have a rule: you can't fly drunk. Yeah, she admitting to the. I'm like, he's just drunk. Oh, well, if he's drunk, you can't fly drunk. How drunk is it? We like, yo, no, we all drank the same. I had to pull her. Shut up, get over here. No, we ain't drunk. We drank a little bit, but ain't nobody drunk. We're good enough to fly. Now he's like, maybe not. He done drove the fucking thing, crashed it, maybe not type shit. You know what I'm saying? Now he really like, okay, that's why he was driving the fucking cart so far. That's why he drove it all the way down the hall, chose to make a turn, and then continued to drive it into some shit. So he was like, oh, he's drunk. Oh, now he want to know, how drunk are you? How drunk are, blah, blah, blah. They kept asking but then for some reason, I don't know why this white man wanted to know my brother's name so much that he kept asking him, y'all. They already wrote my little brother name down, y'all, cause that shit pissed me up. That shit pissed me off. That shit pissed me off that he kept asking him, because I remember butting in. I remember butting in and wanting to know, like, why you keep asking him his name though? Like, he gave you his name. Because I remember telling him, y'all wrote his name down. I specifically, because they wrote his name down, and this was the last shit I got out. When I told the dude, I went over to the dude because I had enough of it. And I went to the dude and I was standing behind them, and I remember saying, yo, my man, they wrote my brother name down. Like, why you keep asking him his name when y'all wrote his name down? Go look on a piece of paper if you want to know his name. I said that, y'all. This dude asked my brother what his name was again, y'all. Listen, he asked my brother one last time, what's your name again? My little brother, out of the 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 names he could have said, he could have just said his own name over again. He could have said Shaquille O'Neal. He could have said, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. He could have said, my name is your name. He could have said, how many names is in the name book, y'all? I mean, let's pick a name to say. No, it takes my little brother, the Muslim, standing next to another Muslim. He tell these motherfuckers, can y'all guess what he told them his name was? Motherfuckers be like, yo, hit my Cash App or I ain't gonna tell y'all what he said. Yeah. This motherfucking, my brother, this Muslim with a kufi on, skirt on. They be having their pants on too, but you know, they got them cuffed up above their ankles and shit like that. But then they wear the kilt joint over top of it. Beard, kufi, Muslim. What's your name again, son? This little nigga looks at this white man and says, YouTube probably ain't even gonna let me monetize this video probably for saying this. Just probably for saying this name. He told the white man that his name was Bin Laden. Y'all don't hear me. This is after 2001, 9/11. Yes. Bin La BL He tells this white man his name is BL. When I looked at my brother, when he said that name, it shocked the fuck out of me. I couldn't even talk no more. We was trying to defend him. I know he got tired of him asking him what his name was. He did. The dude asked my brother what his name was like 10 times, yo. But you can't say that name. My man looked at my brother and said, immediately, that was the wrong name to say. I'm talking about my man ain't get that shit out so fast. Yo, before my brother could even get out Ladin, before you could even get the din, when he said din, soon as he got out the din, my man grabbed him like, that was the wrong name to say. I'm talking about grip my brother up. I'm talking about I ain't see this white dude ain't have no weapons or nothing on him, but I don't know where it came from. When he grabbed my brother up, this motherfucker had nunchucks, handcuffs, a nightstick, a taser, a gun. I seen a badge popped out on his chest. I said, hold the fuck. What the fuck? This nigga just transformed in front of us. The fuck, nigga? This nigga just turned into the feds right in front of us. Like, he just broke out his motherfucking suit. Soon my brother got out the den. This nigga, the badge came out, the gun, the handcuffs, everything. I said, holy shit, he grabbed. He said, that was the wrong name to say. I looked, I couldn't say, I just shook my head. Soon as I couldn't believe it. Soon as he got out the den, for me, if you could look at me in slow motion and you could look at my older brother in slow motion, I bet you we both, our eyes went like this. This is a slow motion tape. And we took a step back like, mouth just went open like. And we looked at each other like, did he just, I know. We couldn't even talk after that. It was nothing else to say. We just shut up. How can I defend that now? Like, you just said the what you just say? Yo, when I tell y'all, they took my brother is shot out. We said, what is wrong with that nut? Right, out of all names to say, y'all. Salute. Long live EA. Yeah. Oh, salute to all the first timers, my new subscribers. Salute to y'all, man. I appreciate it. Yo. When I tell y'all, they took my brother into a secret motherfucking room quicker than Usain Bolt record that he broke. I'm talking about they snatched this nigga up, took this motherfucker to a room so quick, all type of niggas with suits came out, y'all. I'm talking about all type men in black niggas came out. Man, they came out, they fucking questioning us, doing background checks, where y'all from, all y'all ages, everything. I'm talking about we had to go through the ringer. It was like, I'm telling you, we in the window, we looking out the window at our plane because we could see our plane. When I tell y'all, we watched them put our suitcases and shit under the plane. We was watching them as the shit was unfolding. Next thing you know, boop, they're taking all our luggage off the plane. And you could see it. You could see them taking the luggage off the plane. Next thing you know, they come up to it. They come on a loudspeaker. Our flight that was leaving out from Ohio to Philadelphia is now shut down. The flight is shut down. They question us. They want to thank you, Leticia. They want to know where we from, our birthday, security number, what school we went to, how long we went to school, who our last girlfriend was, our last boyfriend was, where our last job was, where are we going when we get home. Oh no, no, no. That's my little brother. He knows that. No, he's not the brightest. He's the. That's why we so proud of him where he at in his life right now. My bro would tell you. He's when it comes no. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. Hey. Who flirted with my girl? Hey sis. Flirting with my girl, dog? You flirting with my internet girlfriend, dog? You only can flirt with her on your page, man. She my girlfriend over here. Cut that out, sis. Selena is mine over here, man. Now, when we go on your joint, I'm second in command to her over there on your joint now. So, look, y'all, we under a microscope like a motherfucker, dog. They say the flight's not going out. Yo, you hear all type of mumbling. I'm talking about it was a lot of white folk that was supposed to get on that plane, y'all. And before it took them a minute. Oh, I'm lying. It took them a minute though before they told us that they were shutting the flight down. It was quiet. It was a bunch of mumblings. You know how we knew they were shutting the flight down at first though? Because we seen them taking our luggage back off the plane. We were sitting there looking because nobody knew what was happening yet. They took my brother away. They questioned us like a motherfucker. They took him away. We ain't know. I thought they was in the back room breaking his fingers or something. I said that. I said, holy shit. I said, we might not see our brother again, y'all. I said, that motherfucker said the wrong name, man. They might take him into a room. We might not ever see him again. And then what can we do? Ain't that that's the government? I'm like, he fucking with them up higher ups. That's the feds. That's different. I said, yo, they can make him disappear and don't tell us shit. I'm like, yo, I was saying that. I was like, yo, what if they back there breaking his fingers? I told my older, and then I got mad at his baby mom because I'm like, yo, man, why you tell? Because she escalated. As soon as you told that nigga he was drunk, that's when he chose not to leave, man. That's when he chose to push the issue when you fucking came out here. He's just drunk. Why would you say some stupid white girl shit like that? No offense. So we mad at her, and then I'm like, yo, they probably breaking my brother's fingers back there, yo. I'm like, and this nigga, I'm like, they don't even have a clue. He ain't got no connection to BL. He ain't got no connection to Bin Laden. No, he don't know shit. He's just a dumbass nigga that said the wrong shit. But then he looked like a Muslim. I mean, he is Muslim. So you said the wrong name already, nigga, because you Muslim too, you stupid ass. Knowing you ain't never been to no goddamn Kuwait, Iran, Iraq, none of that shit. Y'all two total different Muslims, nigga. Y'all don't even share the same Muslim shit. What the fuck? No connection. This nigga don't know shit about shit. So I know once they took him in that back room and they questioned him, they was gonna know that, oh, this is just the dumb nigga that said the wrong shit. He don't know shit. That nigga graduated. That nigga graduated from one of the baddest schools where we from in New Jersey. But he did graduate though. Shout out to my little bro. He got his diploma. She said, y'all tripping. Selena making love connection. Hey, Letitia, I didn't say it. Selena locked me down. She put it out there first. Selena, you better tell him. She said, hey, that's mine. And that boy, I said, oh, she made it official. I told her, I'm a jealous nigga. Don't make me fall in love. I get jealous. She made it official. She made it official first, Letitia. So I did shit. She put me under her spell. Blame it on her. Y'all know how y'all women do. Y'all did it. Y'all act like y'all don't be turning dudes out, niggas out. Y'all act like it's just the niggas that turn the females out and then wonder why they go crazy and break shit when we cheat and do the crazy shit. How about y'all be turning men out too? That good stuff y'all be putting on us. Y'all know what y'all be doing. Y'all know what y'all be doing. So look, yo, we didn't even know they was going to shut the flight down. So we sitting there and it's rumblings and it's quiet. They got him in the room. We back out there. We just waiting. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to see my motherfucking brother again. And then motherfucking we start seeing them taking the luggage back out and shit. And then the dude come over and start telling everybody like, yo, Y'all got to do a new flight. That flight ain't going out. That flight ain't right. So everybody, these people mad, y'all. These people mad. They like, oh, we got this flight ain't going out. People like, yo, I need to be home. I need to blah blah blah. Yo, they was mad, yo. Oh, forgot about Whoopi Rockhead. She be blurring too. She in the other one. So, yo, people was mad though. People was mad that they had to change their flight because nobody could fly out that night. Not you couldn't fly out to the next day. Nobody could fly out to the next day. So, yo, people was mad, right? So they kept us there for a minute though, y'all. Listen, remember I told y'all we were in front of the window. We could see our plane that was going out. So we watching our plane. Yo, they brought the security people in that checked the planes for bombs and shit. They brought them in, whatever their name is, whatever they're called. Yo, this is the first time we watching this shit in real life, y'all. You know how they got the sticks? You know how they got the mirror sticks? They got the sticks and they got a mirror on it, so they can stick it up under, like they can stick it up under a plane or a car, and you can see if it's like a bomb or anything under it. We seen that, y'all. It was a whole bunch of them dressed in black. Yo, they had the vehicles. They searching all. They went all through the plane. They searching the plane. Yo, they were literally searching the plane to make sure that that plane was safe. So they said that they didn't feel. They said that they didn't feel like that flight was safe, y'all. They didn't feel like the plane or whatever was safe, so they made that flight shut down, and they told nobody can fly out on that plane. That they took that plane, they shut it down and took it back to be evaluated. Think about that. This little nigga got a whole flight shut down, got the people coming out to search this motherfucker for bombs and shit, to the point where they took our luggage off and took it for investigation. And how about we couldn't even talk to our brother, y'all? We couldn't even talk. Yo, they kept him and told him he couldn't fly home with us, y'all. They gave him his own flight. They made him fly home on a whole nother flight early in the morning the next day. Salute, salute. He had to catch a flight all by himself. And then his damn baby mom, his girl, act like she was embarrassed and she ain't want to motherfucker fly with him, like she was gonna let him fly by himself while she fly with us. We cursed her ass out, made her fly. Nigga, you flying with my brother, bitch. Get the fuck, man, get out of here. Fuck wrong with you? You half the reason why we in this predicament too. No, he chose the one who said what he said, but you don't gonna tell the nigga he drunk. And now you talking about you embarrassed and you ain't gonna fly with your own man. You're flying home with your man. You're flying home with our brother. The fuck on that plane with him. And she got on the goddamn plane with him. And it was crazy, right? Yo, my aunt was pissed. Yo, my auntie, I think she's still mad at that nigga to the day. My auntie was mad because she had to come back and pick us up because none of us could fly. Mind you, I got my mom and her husband. My grandma was there, y'all. We got my grandma with us. We got my grandma with us, dog. It's a whole family affair. We got my grandma, my mom, her husband. I know that's right, Leticia. You ain't having no, that's like having a work husband or some shit. A work girlfriend at work. You ain't having that shit. Ain't no fucking such thing as no work husband. That's my work girlfriend. Work. No, it ain't, nigga. No, it ain't. There's no such thing. Internet, real life, but shit. So, and then, I already told y'all, oh man, my aunt chewed us out. My aunt ain't play that. And then I already gave y'all background on my aunt. My aunt is a hell of a person. Think about her background. And then I told y'all who she worked for. She works basically for like lawyers. She's the boss of like lawyers and law enforcement type people. Not law enforcement, but you know what I mean, for lawyers and shit that fight for people who get charged for wrongful shit and shit like that. Like, So she got a standard, she had a career at the time. She retired now, but she had a career at the time and a name out there. Like she's known, you know what I mean? She has a high name out there in Ohio and what she does as a job and all that. What she chewed him out, yo. She was hot. She was she was steaming, y'all. All because of this nigga. And then he had to take a flight by himself, and we couldn't even talk to him, y'all. We ain't talked to him until we got home. They let it be known that we were watched, y'all. My aunt even told us, because my aunt, you know what I mean, for what she do for a living and all that, and she got connections and shit. And she told us, yo, for the next 3 months, you are going to watch what you do if you're doing anything, you know what I mean, on that level. She like, watch what you're doing because them people, them 3 letters or 4 letters, them FEDs and them people are going to be watching you. Word up. It's like they're going to be watching you very close for the next 3 days just to make sure that y'all, we ain't got no connection to nothing. Because he wanted to blurt out that name after 9/11. So we was being closely watched after, like even months later, supposedly, until they figured out that we ain't no fucking nobodies. Until they figured out we live some boring ass lives on a very small scale and we ain't nothing to be worried about. And then they went on. And we went to the airport the next day. We catch our flight, and it's ironic that it was quite a few people in that airport that was catching the flight that we were catching. It was quite a few of them, and they remembered us from the day before. Because they didn't give us attitude and they weren't mad at us. But I wouldn't have been mad at them if they were. But actually the next day it was quite a few of them that they laughed about it. They laughed because they were nosy. They wanted to know what happened to the other guy, our brother, who said the shit and got the flight shut down. So, they were sitting in their chairs and shit. We coming in and, we catching the same flight as about like 10, 11, 12 of some of the people who were supposed to catch the flight the day before. They recognized us. We come in. They sitting down, they hee. Oh, y'all on this flight too? So what happened to the other guy? Was that you guys' brother that got the flight shut down? That was crazy. They say their little thing, they joke. But what happened to him? That's all they wanted to know. But what happened to the other guy? He good. He home. He's safe. He caught a flight home this morning. He good. Yeah, that was great. Right? Lucky we ain't get. I think that's what my aunt was saying. My aunt was saying that, like, yo, y'all lucky I ain't. Lucky you ain't get put on no fly list, dog. Damn. That's the motherfucking story of my motherfucking brother getting a whole goddamn flight in Ohio shut down, saying that he was BL, dressed like a Muslim. First time, like, I would have never thought in my life that anybody in my family would get a fucking airline shut down. A whole airline. So that bitch don't even go out. What? To the point where they had to search the plane. We watching them search the plane. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's almost like some TV shit. But we was going through it in real life. Blame it on the alcohol. Yo, you know what's crazy, y'all? Hey, Leticia, you see how he say he gonna tell his grandbabies? He definitely is, but you know what? My brother got married a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever, a couple years ago. My brother got married, and they asked a couple people to come up and tell like any stories about my brother and his wife and shit. Cause my brother has a crazy redemption story. You know what I mean? From being addicted to drugs and going to prison and all that, and now he's the boss at his job. He's been working for years. He's married, got a new family, living in Boston. I mean, his whole life is a 360. You know what I mean? Or 180 or whatever. Like he's living a whole sober life. Like he does hiring and firing. Like he bought himself a car. Like he's getting these accomplishments after the years, and he's calling me and telling me his accomplishments because he's like telling me like, yo, bro, this is the shit that you've been telling me for years. This is the shit that you always been wanting me to do and go. He's like, and I would never listen to you. Da-da-da. He was like, now I see what you're talking about. He like, yo, bro, I finally got my first bank account. Like, this is years ago. He like, yo, bro, he was like, this is my first time I'm about to get income tax back. And this was a few years ago though. He's saying this. He like, bro, I ain't never get no income tax back, bro. I ain't never get nothing over $100, $200 back. He was like, I got thousands coming back to me, bro. He was like, yo, this is the first time I'm about to buy me a car, bro. He's like, yo, he's like, I seen you do all this shit. He was like, and he's like, now I finally get it, man. He's like, bro, I'm hiring and firing. This motherfucker is in a job. He loved to deal with food. He like to cook shit like that. He worked at a store / deli type joint. Like, and it's funny because his role, he loved his role because he got to do inventory. He got to do everything. Like, you know what I mean? He sets the schedules. It's funny because he complains to me about that because he hires people now, right? And he knows where he came from. So sometimes he likes to hire people who's getting a second chance. He wants to give people a second chance and third chance because he got one. You know what I mean? So, but it's funny to listen to him complain about the young boys that he hired, and then they hit him with excuses and different reasons why they calling out and shit. And it's funny because he used to be that dude. You know what I mean? And he's talking to me. He like, yo, bro. He like, it's so funny listening to these dudes give me these excuses or why they calling out. And he like, I'm a cool ass boss. He like, so I give them chances. I fuck with them. He's like, I got a couple of them that's on drugs that think I don't know they on drugs and shit. And it's funny to hear him say that because he like, yo, bro, that was me. He's telling me like, yo, bro, that was me. He was like, you know how I was. I will always get a job and quit and da-da-da-da. He like, that was me. He's like, and now I'm the one giving a shot. I'm the one hiring. Firing. He like, I don't like the fire. And it's funny because he lives a whole another life now. And so at his wedding, people were telling different stories and shit. So y'all know what I did, y'all. Yup, I did. I went up there and told this story. I went up there and the story I just told y'all about getting the flight shut down. Yes, I got up there in front of 100 motherfuckers and I told the story about my brother getting the flight shut down because I wanted to show the growth. I wanted people to see the growth. That's the reason why I told the story at his wedding. And everybody loved the story because of the way I told the story. And I made sure that I didn't make him look bad in the story like I did with you guys. Like, you know what I mean? I made sure I told the story and made it seem funny. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to show his growth at his wedding. So people was telling stories and shit like that. I'm like, yo, you know what? We watched my brother go from saying he was fucking BL in the airport and some other shit I could tell you. You know what I'm saying? To motherfucking what he is today as a fucking great husband, family man, boss. I mean, he works hard as a motherfucker. I mean, it's like a whole new bro I'm looking at. I always tell him, you do better than me, bro. You know what I mean? He don't like to believe it because he's like, absolutely. Because he's like, but bro, you've been living like this for a while. You know what I'm saying? He like, bro, you've been living like this for a while. And you've been, even when we was back like in the streets here and there, and being street pharmacists and living that life and shit like that. He was like, even then, he was like, bro, you even had a good head on your shoulders then. You even was trying to direct us in the right spot even back then. You was always positive. You always worked and, you know what I mean, did your thing in the streets. So he was giving me my props, but I had to shut him up and let him know, like, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's not about me, bro. It's about what you're doing now. Yeah, I know I tried to tell you this 12 years ago. It wasn't your time for you to get it there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't your time to get it there. But look at everything you have now. I, I felt like I should be further. I felt like maybe I'm a little behind because I've already been here. I've already had my own crib. I've already had my own car, got me a motorcycle, whatever. Now I've had that for how many years? And you just got that a few years ago, but you already caught me. You got a crib, you got a car. You know what I mean? You're a boss. Like you caught me though. Even though it's not about material shit, but it's like shit. It made me feel like what I must have hit the cruise button. Cause you basically have everything I have. I feel like you probably living better than me. Like, but I want to give him that. I want to give him that anyway, so he could feel that because he needed from where he came from. My older brother too. My older brother too. I got another story about my older brother and my auntie in Ohio when we went to Ohio to take care of my grandma. How long I've been here, yo? Y'all got time? Y'all want to hear it? Yo, this story is it's fucked up. It's not funny. It's not funny, but it's funny, but it's not funny, but it's kind of fucked up. And it's crazy because if you know the relationship between like us and our aunt, it's like it's not love hate, but like I remember when I was a little kid, y'all, and I don't know why I always remembered this so vivid, and I'll never forget it because it kind of hurt me a little bit, and I don't know why, because I don't even, I felt like I might have been too young to even comprehend, but for some reason I did comprehend, but I took it as a direct shot, and maybe I shouldn't have, but it's because I was a kid at the time, but like my grandma raised me, right? So the house that I grew up in Christmas time and shit like that, everybody would come to my grandma's house to where I lived at and would spend Christmas, right? So my aunt lived in Ohio, right? And she would only come to the crib Christmas, she would come stay the week or whatever for Christmas holiday. She would come stay, and then in August, my grandma's birthday, we would always have a big cookout for my grandma's birthday, and she would come stay there. So I would only see my aunt like once or twice a year growing up, even as a little ass kid, right? But she always had money, and she was always good. You know what I mean? Because she ain't had no kids. Like you said, she's part of the LGBT. So she always had money though, but she would always send money, buy us gifts and shit like that, right? And she even said out her own mouth that she know now though. She don't think this way now. But she said out her own mouth that back in the day, she thought that giving money and giving presents was better than giving her time because she didn't want to be there for everything. So she was like, I'll just send money. Even though she learned later on that people would rather see you and have your time than the money, whatever, right? But she always felt like, you know what I mean, the money would ever take care of it. And she even said that out her own mouth. Oh, Pat, where am I? Right. Thank you. And so it was just one vivid holiday. It was Christmas. They always came around at Christmas. So it came around at Christmas, and I'm just gonna get through it. I'm gonna make this long story longer. I'm gonna just get through it because it stung me a little bit, you know what I mean? But I'm glad she's not this way now. But I was a little ass kid, and I love my aunt because I ain't see her that much. And when she did come around, and you know what I mean, she did have money and gave us money all the time and bought us gifts and shit like that. And then I just like seeing her too, you know what I mean? And fucking so we was in the kitchen. I remember exactly where we were. We were in the kitchen, and in our kitchen we had a door that leads to the basement. You know what I'm saying? And our basement was always used because we built bedrooms down there eventually. My uncle had built us some bedrooms down there eventually as we got older, because that's when we was able to have our own rooms when we got like older teenagers. But and we had a pool table down there, so and we had a wash and dry down there. So the basement was always used. And then the grown folks would go down there to smoke their weed and shit like that, shoot pool and shit, you know what I'm saying, when we was young. So I remember I was standing in front of the basement door in the kitchen, and my aunt was right there, and I think her and my mom was arguing about something because their relationship is funny like that too. They got a love-hate relationship. They love each other, but they can't be around each other too long. It's crazy. But fucking it was something about the kids and shit. And my aunt says that she don't like kids. And I'm standing right there, and like she even made eye contact with me when she said it. Like, and I'm like this little 9-year-old, and I just felt crushed because she was like, "Don't something kids," and she was like, "Cause I don't like kids. I hate kids." Good morning, just saying. Just saying, I think you done missed the whole story. I broke down the story about my brother getting that airplane flight shut down, boy. I told a good story. You might have to go back and watch that if you're interested. But yeah, man, she said right in front of my face, like, I don't like kids. And I'm just looking at her like, fuck, like I'm a kid. I'm your nephew. Like, so you telling me you don't like me? Like, what the fuck? I mean, and my aunt would say that out of her own mouth. She used to say that, like, oh, I don't like kids. Even till this day, she likes kids now, which is funny because that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story, but you know what I mean? Thank God people change because now my aunt, she has like these godchildren or whatever that's kind of growing up now. But oh, she loved them though, but spent all the time with them. But and she says, she even said out her own mouth, she said, damn, she was like, damn, I was messed up. She was like, because I remember when I used to didn't like kids, da, 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 like she understands she was wrong though. She even she showed contrition, like she said it. She was like, you know what I mean? She was like, I was wrong for how my attitude was back in the day towards the kids and basically towards your nephews, like your only three nephews you have, like, you know what I'm saying? Like she like almost she was like, damn, cause she like, oh, I like kids now, but I didn't used to like kids. And she's like, I shouldn't have been that way. And it's like, oh, now that we're fucking grown, thank you, just said, thank you. It's like what? Now that we all grown and with kids and shit, now you, oh, my bad, y'all. I shouldn't have been that way. Cause I like kids now. And it's like, you know, whatever. But just to give y'all a little history, man, that stung. That stung. I was a kid, and you hear your aunt say that, and damn near looking at you right in your face, saying that she don't like kids, basically looking at you. I felt like that was a direct hit. I never forgot that. I don't even know how old I was, but I never forgot that. I remember where we were standing. I remember everything. That's crazy, right? How I remember that so vivid. And it's funny because my older brother, I'm glad she grew though. I love my aunt to death. I'm glad she grew and shit. Because her and my older brother used to get into some arguments, man. And she said a few things about my nephew and nieces, which is her great nephew and nieces before. She said a few mean things about them, you know, that she later went back and apologized for as she's got older. But you know what I mean? Just you know, just to get some history. But my aunt's an awesome person though, like especially like to her friends and everybody, like they love her. You know what I mean? She's, I mean, it runs in our family. We're like the life of the party around our people, our friends and shit like that. We all have good sense of humors. You know what I'm saying? We all have good common sense, friendly, get along with a lot of people, shit like that. We're very strong headed. We know what we want. We get our own bread, muscle. You know what I'm saying? We handle our business as people. You know what I mean? My family is very respected as people. You know what I'm saying? Around our peers and shit, we're very respected. So, um, but I have a story. My older brother and her got a crazy relationship. They get along, but they don't get along. And I tell y'all, my older brother had a drug issue way back then, right? And my grandmom, she raised us, right? So she ended up getting sick. She had Alzheimer's, and then she ended up getting cancer, right? And I had went back home to take care of her, or whatever. But then it began to be too much, and my aunt is the beneficiary. She's the next in line. She's the oldest. She's the one who's financial. She has all the whip to take care of her, everything. And she was trying to control shit from Ohio and trying to control shit that was going on in New Jersey. So then we started bumping heads because I was there every single day um dealing with the Alzheimer's, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Alzheimer's is something very, very serious to deal with, y'all. Shout out to anybody that suffered from Alzheimer's, anybody family that suffered from Alzheimer's. Yo, Alzheimer's is serious. I even like donate and look up shit. I even participate in the Alzheimer's thing now because of my grandma. Right? My grandma got Alzheimer's, right? Nobody was around at the time. My grandma was living in the house by herself. I lived in the next town over. My brothers was in the streets, in prison, doing their thing. Everybody was gone. My mom done went, got married, moved to Boston. My auntie, she's in Ohio. That's all you have. My mom is just now getting back her life together. My auntie, she has everything. She's in Ohio. She runs shit. You know, she's the beneficiary. She runs shit. She the oldest. She this. She has everything. My older brother, prison streets. Younger brother, prison streets. Boom, it's on me. I moved back home. I'm in the next town over. I just had my son was just born. My son was 2 years old, 3 years old. I got my own apartment. I got my own shit going. So I would go. I lived in the next town over. So every day I would go. I would go to my grandma's house, the house I grew up in. Every day I would go there because she drank like a motherfucker still, and she's like a neighborhood grandma too. So at any given time, anybody around from the neighborhood that's grew up with my mom and my aunt would be there because people that grew up with my mom, my aunt, obviously, she's like a mom to them. My grandma was respected in the neighborhood. So at any given time, she could have somebody over there chilling, talking with her, drinking with her. So she was never alone that much, you know what I'm saying? Even in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody was old, somebody would always be there. I had a cousin that lived that was right around the corner. We had neighbors, we had so people would go there. You know what I'm saying? Even some of them would try to take advantage of my grandma. Not really take advantage, but some of them that are like sons to my grandma. See, my grandma's a drinker. My grandma gonna get a 30 pack of Budweiser, and she could drink that bitch by herself in 2, 3 days. I'm telling you, if you let her. So you got some of the motherfucking alcoholic niggas that you know was my mom age and all that. Sometimes they ain't got no money. They go to my grandma's house, keep her company so they can drink with her and shit. You know, it was harmless though. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just going to drink and shit. But and she would like the company too sometimes, so she ain't mind it. But you ain't gonna leech off my grandma too much. So you know, I come regularly. But so I would go there every day, you know what I'm saying? Drink with her, chill, do whatever we doing. So then it got to the point where the Alzheimer's started kicking in. So bad. So it got to the point where me and my aunt had a talk. She said, you know what I'm saying, move back home. Da, da, da. So I left my apartment where I was paying rent at in the middle of a lease, broke the lease. But good thing that I had a relationship with the landlord and them. They allowed me to go ahead and just break the in the middle of the lease. They allowed me just to go ahead and leave. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? And so I went back home, and this is a whole nother story too of me going back home. It was some bullshit that my aunt did with the house because we weren't supposed to sell the house. She sold the house. That's a whole nother thing. But I moved back to the crib because I helped take care of the crib growing up. Obviously, my pops died when I was very young. And when my pops died when I was young, I ended up getting a check every month from him, from his social security, whatever. So I got a check from the time that I was 7 years old until I graduated. And but when I graduated, that money that I was getting from 7 years old till I was 19, that money that I was getting every month, there was none saved for me. Like I didn't have no college fund. I didn't have no, it was no bank account. It was no nothing. My grandma had to take that money that I got every month from 7 years old till I graduated, and she put it towards bills. She put it towards the house. So when I got older, it wasn't like no, here's some money accumulated. Here's a bank account for you from the money that, you know what I mean, he was getting every month from Social Security from the time he was 7 to 19. Nah. So my aunt told me, look, because there was no money for you, you know what I'm saying, when you became an adult and they used that money for bills, you know what I'm saying, throughout the childhood, whatever. Um, you know, my grandmom had like a small mortgage there, and it was only a couple more years that shit would have been paid off. She had like a 32-year mortgage on the house, and we only needed to keep the house like 2, 3 more years or some shit like that. I forget, but it was a small number. And so she like, look, you come back and because you put so much of that growing up. Don't worry about the mortgage because the mortgage was cheap as hell anyway, like 500 something. Don't worry about that. You just pay the water bill. Like we came up to an agreement. You know what I'm saying? Should I move back home? Blah, blah, blah. So I did that. I went back to the crib, taking care of my grandma with a young child, and I got my son's mother with me. And the Alzheimer's got worse. And I don't know if y'all ever dealt with somebody with Alzheimer's, but it gets. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. You took care of your mom. R.I.P. May. So I don't know if you ever dealt with anybody with Alzheimer's, and I know some people deal with dementia, and I know that dementia is worse, but it's similar. Yo, Alzheimer can take a person and make them very mean and mood swings like a motherfucker. They become bipolar. Yo, Alzheimer's is very, you got to be very patient. That's where I learned mad patience, dog. I mean, that's when I went on the computer and I had to look up and print out a whole big thing on Alzheimer's because I wanted to get as much information on this disease as possible so I could deal with my grandmom as best as possible and keep our relationship lovable because that Alzheimer's will have you tripping. You know, she's telling my son's mother, you know, telling me, telling us how to raise our son. Like we ain't doing nothing wrong, but she, you know, it's the Alzheimer's. So she's screaming and yelling at my son's mother, making her uncomfortable. Like, so she don't want to be at the house if I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to be at the house if I'm not there because obviously she don't want to disrespect my grandmom. But you got my grandmom yelling and screaming in her face and trying to tell her what to do with my 2-year, 3-year-old son, and normal stuff didn't become normal anymore. You know what I mean? Like normal shit that you would put in the trash. Now my grandmom is saying, you know, like don't put this in the trash. You're getting yelled at. You gotta like it's just I'm just trying to give y'all examples. Like now we have to you know certain things change because she didn't know no better. Like you know what I'm saying? It was the Alzheimer's. So at any given time you could get flipped on, screamed on, but then she could be the nicest lady in the world. You know what I'm saying? And then with Alzheimer's, you forget. That's the whole point of Alzheimer's, right? Is that you become forgetful, right? So I will be there taking care of my grandma. We got the food. Like I'm talking about, we would do this shit legitly, yo. I would make food and fucking bag it up, store it in a freezer to make it real easy for her. I'm talking about I had to write everything down for her. We already had her pills. You know, we had the pill case for Monday, Tuesday, make sure I would write. I would even keep little notes for her. She had her favorite chair at the table where she would sit down every single day. And then I would write notes for her just in case she forgot. She could read that note and then she could check for herself. Like I would write on the letter, I would put, um, it's Monday, remember to take your pill, even though she took it, but she might have forgotten. Like that, I don't want her to retake another pill. So she would have that note there and she would read it, take the pill. She would see it's Monday. So when she go into the Monday joint and see that there's none in there, okay, I must have took them already. You know what I'm saying? And then, so I would leave little notes around the joint. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I was leaving for the day, because I would have to work. I was working 12 hours some days, 10 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? But it was a blessing. It was a blessing from God that I worked. I worked right around the corner. I ended up getting this great job right around the corner. So I could shoot home during lunch break. I could shoot home, whatever. And my bosses were so cool with me that they knew my grandma had Alzheimer's. So sometimes they would even allow me in the summertime on the hot days. I would have to go home to make sure she ain't cut the fucking air conditioner off and forget to put it back on. I will leave a note. Make sure to keep the air on. Don't turn the air off. Da, da, da. So they would let me jet home sometimes to check on her because she had turned the fucking air off and forget to turn the fucking air back on. You know what I'm saying? Damn. For real, Evolve May, see how much that people are relatable. So boom, you know, the Alzheimer it was just getting worse. So, and I'm dealing with this, right? So, um, my aunt would call. My aunt would call every day, every other day to talk to her. You know what I mean? Just to run shit, so to speak, from Ohio and shit. And so, and she would believe my grandma sometimes, but my grandma wouldn't be telling her. It's not that my grandma's not telling her the truth. My grandma forgot. And then instead of my aunt listening to me or listening to us, the ones who's not suffering from Alzheimer, she's trying to have the iron fist from Ohio. So she calls my grandmom in the afternoon or whatever. Hey, Ma, how you doing? I want to chat. Took care of my mom for 8 years. Well, Alzheimer makes them verbal. Yes, it does. My grandma used to damn near swing on the home nurse. And this is later on. This is later on in the story. Yeah, my grandma was a funny, awesome, nice lady. My grandma wasn't no ornery fighter. But when the Alzheimer's came, oh, she'd try to get up and punch you and everything. Curse you out? Yo, my grandma started using words and names. Let me tell y'all this. The white side. Remember I told y'all my grandma's not black. My grandma is Indian and Irish only. When I tell y'all the Irish, the white side came out of my grandma before she died. Oh, the racist shit that she used to, and I never my whole life heard her say some of the shit that she said before she died. Never. I'm talking about she raised me from the time I was 2 years old. She raised me from the time I was 2 years old, and before she died, I heard her say some use words that I never heard her say my whole fucking life. Oh man, that happened. And so my aunt would call and then ask my grandma, "Hey, did you eat today? Whatever." Oh no, I didn't eat. I don't think so. I don't think I ate. Hell yeah, she ate. I don't think I ate. But no, I didn't eat. Or whatever. And then you know what was funny though? Later on, my grandma started playing this. She started faking. She started loving the way that we was taking care of her and we was fucking, she was being catered to, and she started fucking milking that shit at one point. I'll get to that. That's another story. My grandma, yo, she was a smart ass. She started milking that shit too at one point. Oh my goodness. When she seen that when my aunt got mad and certain shit would change, and she would when she wanted her way or she was drinking too much beer and we was trying to put a limit on it, like we was hiding money from her and shit, and then she would makeups. She knew what she would do. Go crying to my aunt, and then my aunt, and then she'd get her way. She knew what she was doing. But so my aunt would try to fucking, scream on us or something. That was her. So yeah, it was. It was. Yo, my brother and my mom, they used to get my grandma when she used to say some of that mean shit. My mom used to be like, "You really feel that way, huh? Don't you? You don't like my dark skin, huh? You really feel that way, huh?" Yo, my mom is a piece of, nah, my mom ain't a piece of shit, but they used to go back and forth like a motherfucker, man. Because they the same person. Oh, it take a lot of, I learned to have a lot of patience from going to take care of my grandma when she had Alzheimer's. And I was the only one around. And that shit taught me a lot of fucking patience. Yeah, you do. You do what you gotta be strong. So, and then like my aunt would get on the phone, and then instead of saying, "Hey nephew, did she eat?" Hey, she didn't eat. Yo, y'all ain't feeding my mom. Yo, auntie, yo, chill. She ate. First of all, why you ain't ask me? She ate. It's the Alzheimer's, yo. She's forgetting. So then it would be a lot of bullshit. So my grandma would just call my aunt up and complain about shit just because she just wanted to be spoiled after a while. She wanted to be able to drink herself damn near to death because she was in depression too, missing her man that died, you know what I mean, in 2006 that she was with since her whole life. She was in a relationship with this man since my mom and them were kids. You know what I mean? Them two was inseparable. So she lost him. So mind you, this is coming up on 2011, 2000, because she died in 2012. So she was depressed though. She was missing her man, you know? Yeah. Whoa, man. My grandma was off the chain, cursing and all type of shit. She used to try to beat up the nursing lady that came eventually at my aunt house when we moved into my aunt house, and they used to have a caregiver come take care of my grandma during the days. Man, she used to swing on that, man. Look, but so me and my aunt, we start bumping heads because she calling from Ohio with the bullshit. So I start telling her on the phone, "Bring your ass here then." Cause she's rich and she could travel whenever she want, you know what I mean? And she the boss on her job and shit like that. So I was like, nah, bring your ass down here then. You catch a flight or drive here any fucking other time. Since you want to keep calling here and listening and bullshit with us when she has Alzheimer's, auntie, she's not remembering. So she came to Jersey a few times and you know what I mean, we did what we had to do or whatever. But then, you know what's funny, y'all? Eventually she was like, "Okay, I'm taking her to Ohio with me." Okay, I'm taking her to Ohio with me. And we wasn't supposed to sell the house. But that's a whole another story. I ain't even gonna talk about that because that's not what this is about right now. She wasn't supposed to sell the house, but she ended up selling the crib, moving my grandma to Ohio with her, right? Yeah, I don't like that shit. You know what I mean, Ivame? Yo, my mom and my grandmom, they always argued and fought. They couldn't be around each other. Shit, even my aunt and my mom. That's why my aunt moved to fucking Ohio as soon as she could. Shit. My aunt and my grandma ain't get along like that. It was my uncle, it was my oldest uncle and my grandma. They was like best friends. My uncle used to come play Scrabble every single day at the like, man, that's a whole nother thing. My aunt moved to Ohio as soon as she could and stayed away and came to visit on holidays. Ain't nobody beat, but that's a whole another story. But so um, but she moved my grandma to Ohio with her, right? She took the whole living room with her and made her living room and everything look like the house that we grew up in because my grandma loved her house so much. She ain't want to move. She ain't want to leave New Jersey. She ain't want to leave that neighborhood. That house was almost paid for. Like 2 more years, that bitch was about to be paid for. You know what I'm saying? 30, it was like a 32-year mortgage. We was at year 30. 2 more years, that bitch would have been paid for. She loved standing up in her doorway in her door and being nosy and looking outside her doorway. And she loved sitting on her porch, drinking her beers, and motherfuckers walking by the house, sitting down, kicking it with her, drinking and shit. She loved that shit. She loved getting outside with her little motherfucking scissors and tweezers and clipping the grass and the flowers. I used to be like, Grandma, what you doing with them little ass scissors out there in that grass? She loved her little fucking clippers, her little scissor clippers for the grass and shit, trimming up the porch and shit like that. But so my aunt wanted to take everything at her house and move it to her house. So with the Alzheimer's, she would think that she's in her living room, right? But when my grandma would go to the door, like the living room at my aunt's house was set up just how the living room was set up in the house that she grew up in New Jersey, right? But when she walked to that front door, she looked out the door, she could remember and she could tell this ain't my neighborhood. This ain't the neighborhood I live in. You know what I mean? But the living room, yeah, the familiar sounding was very important. So as long as she didn't walk to the motherfucking door and look out and notice the street wasn't the street that she'd been on for the past 30 years, when the door was shut, she thought she was home. When she walked to the door and went to the door, she looked out there, she knew she wasn't home. But y'all know what was funny? After my grandma moved with my auntie and she was living there for a while, y'all know shit started going for the worse. My grandma started taking her health, started taking a turn for the motherfucking worse. And how about, don't you know, too, at the same time when we would call there, because we still, once my grandma moved there, I would call my grandma all the time. Every day, every other day, every 3 days, I'm calling her to talk to her, kick it with her, right? So motherfucking you know what my aunt did? Y'all know my aunt had to spin the block on me, right? Y'all know she had to apologize to me, right? Talking about some, oh, nephew, I apologize. Now I know what you was going through. Remember I told y'all about the time she would call New Jersey and my grandma would lie to her. Not lie, but my grandma didn't remember shit. But then I told you after a while, my grandma started noticing that she can get her way if she just complained about anything to my aunt. You know what I mean? As far as getting more money for beer, because she was drinking too much beer, y'all. My grandma could run through a 30 pack of beer in 2 days by herself. 2 days. That third day, she's asking us to go back to the store for her, spending all her money. So we used to have to so my aunt would tell me where the money was in her room and tell me to hide it and shit, put it in different places so she wouldn't go. Because anybody could come by her house during the day. Like I said, people that grew up with us in the neighborhood, that's my mom age, people that have been around, they love my grandma. So they'd go there and she'd pull out some money knowing she just bought a fucking 30 pack the day before. She didn't remember. She gonna give them more money. Hey, can you run to the store for me? And they gonna want to go to the store because they gonna want to drink. Y'all know how the neighborhood. I'm talking about the hood. We grew up in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? One of them type of suburbs. So, motherfucking, but my auntie had to apologize to me. Oh, I'm so sorry, nephew. Now I know everything that you was going through, and I got to apologize. And then I'm like, oh, now you see. Oh, why? Because you live with her now. You've been dealing with it. That's what I've been dealing with for the past year, though. And I wasn't complaining none. I just dealt with it. This is the woman that raised me. So I just took the tongue lashings and the almost being hit on and the all that all the shit. Damn. They can piss you off though. That Alzheimer's and shit, that attitude, that mean yo, you could get. It all depends on how much patience do you have, how much tolerance can you take. I had to, yo, you don't think my son's mother didn't want to deal with that? My son's mother didn't want to deal with that, especially when I wasn't around. When I wasn't around, she ain't want to be at the house. She like, hell no, your grandma fucking me up. So like 1 minute she nice as hell to me, the next minute she cursing me out. So she ain't know what to do. So and that had an effect on our relationship. That's our relationship ended up didn't working out because of that. That put a dent in it. Because this is my grandmom. She raised me. I gotta be here for her. I know she's being mean sometimes. It's like bipolar. I know the situation is crazy. I know we left our own apartment and our own privacy. I know. But if you love me, just I have to do this. But it didn't work because she didn't want to, she didn't have to deal with it. And I guess everybody don't have the patience. She didn't have the patience to deal with it. So she chose to go out every weekend with her girls and everything and go out and she ended up finding, somebody else that she ended up finding another companion. She ended up finding another nigga. Yep, cheated on me. But I probably deserved it because I wasn't an angel either. But shit, I wasn't cheating at the time. That's why my older brother was mad because that was around the time after I changed my life. That was after I stopped drinking, hustling, went and got me a job. You know what I'm saying? I started doing right. My brother was like, yo, you want to do this now after my brother done changed and took care of you and blah, 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 blah. It was motherfuckers more mad at her than I was. Yeah, left me for a whole other nigga. Ended up having kids with the next nigga, get married and everything. I said, okay. Wasn't, you know what I mean? I was cool though. Oh, my grandma didn't like to eat shit. Yo, it got to the point where my grandma, it was shit that she loved to eat, shit that she ate on a regular. That shit would touch her tongue and she would be like, ew, nope, nope. Sometimes she wouldn't even let it touch her tongue. Sometimes she was already saying no, she didn't want it before she even got it. We had to force her to eat. We had to buy insures and shit for her to drink. She barely drank them. All she wanted was beer. All she wanted was beer. But it was funny that my aunt spun the block, y'all, and she apologized. Yo, I'm so sorry. And y'all know what's crazy though? Y'all know how much my grandmom loved her motherfucking grandbabies though? Her three grandsons. How about for mad long when we was with my grandmom and she was dealing with the Alzheimer's and the cancer, and this ain't no shot at my auntie, but my grandma was straight. She was still good. She goes to Ohio. She with my auntie, and for some reason, the shit take a turn for the worse. I'm talking about to the point where my auntie sends an emergency. She pays for me and my brothers for an emergency bus ticket. We ain't catch no plane. She paid for our bus tickets to come to Ohio immediately because she didn't think that my grandma was going to no, this wasn't even 2011, 12 yet, because my grandma didn't pass away till 2012. So, and my girl and all that happened in 2008. And she didn't move there till like 2011. So, mind you, I'm taking care of my grandma from 2008 to 2010, 11, and she goes to Ohio. It takes a turn for the worse. This is like 2011, I think. It takes a turn for the worse. They think my grandmom is about to die soon. My aunt like, yo, I got y'all bus tickets. Come immediately. So me and my three brothers, we stop what we doing, whatever we got going on in our life. Obviously, it's my grandmom. If they, especially if they think they telling us that she about to die type shit. I'm talking about to the point when we get to Ohio from off the bus that my aunt sends one of her friends, is a coworker, this white dude is one of her friends. She sends him to the bus station to pick us up, right? So when he comes to pick us up from the bus station, he's telling us, yo, be prepared for what you're about to see. Because y'all never seen y'all grandma like this, from what I told, from what your aunt is telling me. Y'all never seen y'all grandma like this. So be prepared for what y'all about to see. I'm talking about they made it seem like, boy, we was my heart. I'm like, oh my goodness, you know what I'm saying? He like, be prepared, because you ain't never seen her like this. She ain't been eating. She ain't ate in months. She ain't doing nothing. She just laying there letting herself die type shit. So we like, what the fuck? Damn, you know what I mean? We scared. We don't even want to see this shit. So we get there. We get there. Yeah, my grandmom's looking bad. She in the bed. Yeah, she don't want to eat, drink, nothing. Like, she see us, boy, and she remember who we is too. She might get her names fucked up here and there, but she remembers. Soon she see. And then once she hear our voices, though, once she hear our voices, she get our names right. So she see us. Hey, y'all, this is no lie, y'all. This is no lie. We say we got there on Monday. She ain't ate, and I don't know how long. She don't want to eat. She don't want to do nothing. She just want to lay down and be left alone from there to the party. Let her go. When we got there, I don't know. I guess it was the love from her grandbabies that she raised. But now she's up, y'all. She's up. Say it's Monday. How about by that weekend, she's up, she's eating, she drinking. How about my auntie and her friends and them? They looking at us like, what the fuck did y'all motherfuckers do? She ain't want to do shit these past months or whatever. How the fuck did y'all get her up, eating and moving around and laughing? And what the? She started to look like a whole new person. Started bringing her all the way back to life. They thought we was a miracle. People coming to the house like, oh, what the? This was a drastic change. We thought we was about to start planning for a funeral. Here we go, and we ain't got the plan for shit. She up and running. I'm talking about 2 weeks in, bro. I'm talking about 2 weeks. Oh, everybody leaving now. They don't want to hear real life shit. You know what I mean, they want me to get back to the drama that's going on. Bet you if I start talking shit, I could get motherfucking. I could probably get about 20 more people back in here if I start talking about what's going on. If I start talking shit, probably. But who cares? But salute to everybody that's here though. I know I'm being sarcastic too though, because I did have y'all here for over 2.5 hours. So that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, my grandma's birthday is August 9th. So I know I'm just fucking with y'all. Y'all know I gotta be sarcastic sometimes. Y'all know I gotta talk my shit, be sarcastic. So he said, yup, after that, how long was her transition? Yo, this was about, she lived for another year or so. We ended up bringing her back. They thought we had some miracle water in us, dog. I'm talking about my aunt friends was coming to the house and was like, oh my gosh, she is up, walking around, talking shit, back drinking alcohol and shit, taking shots, trying to eat. Like, hold up. What did she said? All y'all had to, they looked at my auntie, they said they all was saying the same thing. All you had to do was bring them boys here from New Jersey. She was missing her boys. She was missing her boys. Holy shit. That's what all my aunt friends, yo, and I think, I know I ain't gonna say, I was gonna say, and I think my aunt was kind of a little jealous about that shit, but nah, she really wasn't though. But she might have been, you know why? Because I don't know. I don't know. 'Cause my aunt offered up a family friend. He's like an older brother to me, is my oldest brother's best friend. She offered him a job to stay at her house, pay him to watch my grandmom during the hours that she's at work so she didn't have to pay the nurse because that was too much money. She asked him before she asked any of us. She never even presented that to us to see if we would accept or turn it down. Because I confronted her about it. I confronted her about it. Because I would have accepted it. How you know I wouldn't have accepted it? This is, you're gonna pay me, and you could have, and I told her you could have paid me cheaper than what you was paying him. Our fam, or he's like a brother to me, but he's not blood. He ain't real family. He ain't my grandma real nephew. He's my brother's friend. Yeah, he's like a brother. He's been around, but he ain't us. He ain't our blood. I could see if she asked one of us, say, look, one of y'all nephews, look, I'm paying a whole bunch of money for this nurse here, and it's expensive, but look, I'll pay y'all. Do y'all mind? Are y'all able to do y'all have a job back home? Do y'all able, if y'all sit here and watch your grandmom and I'll pay you weekly, you know what I mean, while I'm at work? She didn't even present it to us to even turn it down. And that's what pissed me off about my aunt, because I confronted her. I said, yo, why you ain't asked none of us if we would want to take care of the woman that took care of us? Oh, because you don't want to pay us because we your nephew. So I guess you paying us any type of money would feel like what? But you call him your nephew. He like, now why you ain't asked none of us first? I think that's kind of foul. Oh, I ain't think none of y'all would want to do it. Don't think. Because I told her straight up. I said, I would have did it. And how much you pay him? I knew how much he was paying him because he told. And I said, and I would have took less than what you pay him, just because that lady raised me. I would have took less. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, and that was my point. Like, do it for free, let alone money. And that's why I told her I would have took less. Oh, you pay him 500 a week because you know she like, look, I gotta pay at least for your time because you could be out working doing what you're doing. Oh, you pay him 500 a week? I told her you could have paid me 250 a week. I would have took pennies to take care of my grandma. I was already doing it for free anyway before you moved in here. You ain't even asked us. But it was cool. It's cool, you know what I mean? Because he was like a brother to me. He stayed, took care, and then they end up bumping heads and shit. It's crazy, man. My aunt off the chain though. But it was funny because and that's what happened though. Because the dude that I'm talking about that's like a brother to me, he ended up catching the bus and we stayed there. We like a month in now. We stopped what we was doing, obviously, because we thought my grandma was going to die. So of course we're going to stop what we're doing. But like, we had jobs and families and shit going on back in Jersey. We hopped on the bus and came there. We stayed there. We nurtured my grandma. My grandma is back to life, looking good, like back to normal damn near. You know what I'm saying? She lived a whole another year after that. She's doing good. We like a couple weeks in, right? We like a couple weeks in. But my mom and the family friend, which is like a brother to me, my brother's boy, he's like a brother to me. Him and my mom end up coming to Ohio like 2-3 weeks after we was already there. So we already was there, putting the work in, spending the time. You know what I mean? Helping, doing all the bathing. My grandmom had to get up and fake shit every 2 minutes. If y'all know what that's about, we had to get that the porter potty, the toilet that you can move around. You know what I mean? We had that shit sitting right next to her bed. So she would get the fuck up every 2 minutes and felt like she had to shit, use the bathroom and wouldn't do anything. But she would have to feel like that every 2 minutes, yo. Every 2 minutes. So we got to help her to the toilet, help her pull her pants down. You know what I mean? We got to wipe for her, help her wipe. Mind y'all, this is every 2 minutes, all day long. Oh, I feel like I got to poop. To the point where we like, damn, man, you ain't gotta poop. You do this every 2 minutes, every 5 minutes, man. You don't do nothing. Little spit might come out. Like, but hey, this is what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? So we doing this for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then my mom and him end up coming after she, she's already back kicking it. They end up coming in. So my older brother and my little brother, they ready to get back to Jersey. You know what I mean? We done been here for about a month. They like, grandma back to life. You know what I mean? My mom and he's in here now. And mind you, at the time, I'm leaving out. My brother has an addiction at this time. My older brother has an addiction. Right? Because I'm going to give y'all that background. And let me tell y'all, my older brother and my auntie, they bump heads all the time because of the way she treated us growing up and just the way she is. My brother don't like it. You know what I'm saying? So my brother and my brother and my aunt, I ain't gonna say they don't like each other. They love each other, but they don't like each other. They bump heads. My older brother used to say it. He ain't even hiding. My older brother be like, man, I don't like aunt. I don't like her. I don't like my aunt. My brother ain't hold no punches. He used to say it. He used to say it right to our faces. I don't like her. I love her. Obviously, he's like that, but I don't like her because he ain't like her ways. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, I don't like her. So they would bump heads. They would bump heads all the time anyway, right? But this is where the plot thickens, though. This story is crazy, right? My older brother has an addiction. I guess it's a heroin addiction on that, right? But we don't know it's that deep at the time or whatever it has been, right? So we staying at the crib. You know what I mean? And this is like our first weekend. So my aunt, she's telling us where everything is at, the rules, because she's going to work during the day. And so she's like, look, this is her pills. This is the pills I got. This is the pill bottle that got the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday joint. This is what she take in the morning. This is what she doing. You know what I mean? Giving us the schedule because she ain't going to be there. This is when we first got there. Now, and mind you, my aunt has a bedroom with her own personal bathroom. And when I tell you my aunt is OCD, when I tell you my aunt is OCD, my aunt she does not like to share a shower with nobody. She don't care if you're clean. She don't care if you get out the shower and you clean that motherfucking shower spick and span. I don't know. She got like some type of phobia. She don't want to see not one little piece of hair. If it's even a tiny piece of hair or anything left or whatever, she won't get in it. She got to scrub it. So she has her own personal bathroom in her bedroom. Now, mind you, my aunt is rich. She has no kids. She always had a great job. She's retired now. She like I told y'all, she got a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, front yard, backyard. She got a den, garage by herself. Big old house, 3-level house by her. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3-level house by herself. By herself. Always been that way. So, mind you, my brother has an addiction. So I'm saying that for a reason, because her bedroom, especially her bathroom, is off limits. It's no reason for us to go into her bedroom, especially her bathroom, because she has another bathroom that we use. She got a whole nother bathroom that's out in the hallway with the other rooms that nobody uses. The only time that bathroom gets used if she has company, because she got her own shit. So, the other bathroom don't even get used. That shit clean as a motherfucker. So she's laying everything out. She's telling us everything. Boom, 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 boom. These pills go here. Da, 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 da. So now my brother has an addiction. So my brother and my older brother always been a nosy motherfucker anyway. That's why he always been smart. He was the one that when we was kids, he always asked questions. Why? And he would always sneak and sit up under grown folks. And they used to tell stories about my older brother that he was so quiet. He was so quiet and sneaky that he would be sitting in a room full of grown folks and they would be talking and they wouldn't even know how long he was sitting there, because he wasn't one of them kids that would talk though. He would ask why, but that would only be like one-on-one when like if he was one-on-one with you and he wanted to know something. But as far as sitting in a room around grown folks, he was the master at being quiet and sitting in a room and them not noticing until they about 45 an hour in. Oh shit, when the fuck, how long he been in here? That's how my older brother was. So he was always ahead of the game. He was always smart, ahead of the game. He taught us a lot. He taught me a lot. I mean, especially my older brother is very, very street smart, man. That nigga's crazy. But so he's listening to shit, right? Why my motherfucking auntie? She's explaining to us, and then she's going through my grandma's medicine. And then she's going through shit with the doc. She's trying to figure out what's the best medicine for my grandma. Da 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 da. So y'all know Percocet. Y'all know Percocet has the same shit in it as heroin, right? It's an opiate, right? So Percocet and heroin is the same shit, different drug, same high, right? Opiates in it. So my auntie, just speaking, don't even know my brother, right? So she just speaking and she like, yeah. She's telling the doc, yeah, she's on the phone and she like, yeah. So the Percocet joints, we're going to discontinue them. You know what I'm saying? She like, my mom, she don't like the way they make her feel. So we're not going to do Percocets no more, right? But she has a whole bottle, right? She got a whole bottle of like, I don't know what milligram, 5, 10 milligram Percocet. But she tells the doctor on the phone, yeah, we don't need to do the Percocet no more. I got a whole bottle here, and she doesn't like the way they make them feel. So, you know what I mean? She's probably not even gonna take these. So we just sitting on these and we don't need no more of these. So my older brother, ding, 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 his antennas go up. Obviously, he has an addiction, but we don't, he's hiding it from us like that. I don't even think I was really on it like that as far as there. So his antennas go up. Ding, 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 ding. Damn, that's a bottle of opiates right there. And my grandma, I'm not taking them. My aunt just told the doctor she don't like the way they make her feel, so she ain't taking it. And told the doctor that don't give her no more prescriptions of them. You know what I'm saying? Don't write no more prescriptions. My aunt told the doctor don't write no more Percocet because she's not taking them. She ain't gonna take them, so don't write no more. She ain't even taking this bottle. That bottle of medicine she keeps in her bathroom, in her bathroom. So really, you wouldn't even know where these motherfuckers is at or whatever anyway. Hold up, y'all. I'll be right back. Nah, y'all don't even know. This story gets crazy. See, I know y'all already know where I'm going because, well, y'all don't really know where it goes, but y'all know where a part of it go because they say, okay, the Percocet in the bedroom, my brother's addicted to drugs, right? I said, guys, right? So, hold on, y'all. Let me light up my swagger there. Damn, I ain't even realize it's almost 12 already. I've been on here for 2:45. Still got y'all rocking with me, man. I love y'all, man. I know it's probably some people out there that ain't rocking with me no more just from what I was saying yesterday in my stairs, but I don't think I said or disrespected anybody to not rock with me no more or nothing. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. It's almost like the same people that say you can disagree without beefing and shit like that. It's almost like it's, I don't know. But I can feel it. I feel the shift. I feel it. I don't give a fuck. I feel it. But I'm still never going to change. I'm going to stay on my square. I'm still going to, you know what I mean, support what I support. I ain't changing. I love y'all, man. I appreciate the support, man. The love and support. Motherfuckers been here with me for over 2 hours, man. That's love. And I know some of y'all probably busy and shit, so that's even doper because you at work and you still choosing to listen and stay on here, whatever you doing and shit like that, man. That's dope, man. I just appreciate it, man. So look, y'all, let me tell you, right? So now, oh shit, hold up. So now my auntie, she keeps that medicine in her bedroom bathroom. So I wouldn't even know where you love real storyline. That's what's up. I appreciate that, Latifa. Latifa, folks tell me I'm blessed, man. Uh-huh. So the days go by, right? So mind you, she says that. She's on the phone with the doc. Yeah, no more Percocet. She ain't taking no more. Discontinue it. She ain't even gonna take this bottle. All right, nephews, this is the medicine that she takes. If anything happens, this is the medicine, this is the days, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Days go by, we chilling. Oh, Letitia Smith, I appreciate the cash app. I don't know if y'all be wanting me to shout y'all out and tell y'all business. If y'all don't, let me know. I don't think y'all really have a problem with it, right? I appreciate the support, man. That's dope. Shit. Because gas is over $5 a gallon, so man, shit. You send me anything, I appreciate it. Will T, I appreciate the joint from yesterday too, brother. If I didn't tell you, but I know I didn't get the notification until late. I ended up looking later on. No, I didn't get it till this morning, I think, or something. Was it late like that? I looked like, oh shit, like you sent me a cash app. So I appreciate anybody that ever sends me anything. Y'all already know about that. Y'all already know. So how about a few days go by, right? We chilling like during the day, during the morning. My aunt, she wake up, she go to work early in the morning. So then we had our routines. You know what I'm saying? It's me and my two brothers. So we'd get up and we'd take shifts. We'd take turns taking care of my grandmom. We'd do it together. Or it's like, okay, you got the first 2 hours, I'll do the second 2 hours. You do this, you cook. So we had a good like system, man. It's me and my two brothers. We've been together. My grandmom is the reason why she made sure that we stayed together and had a good relationship growing up. So all three of us know each other like the back of our motherfucking hands because she made sure that we didn't get split up. Because as kids, my mom, we was on our way to foster care. We was on our way to foster care. My mom was in the streets. She was drug addict herself. She was alcoholic. She was in the streets. We lived in one of the worst places in New Jersey as babies, as kids when we were born. Camden, New Jersey. If you ever heard anything about it, the violence, everything about Camden, New Jersey is horrible. That's what's up, man. I know that's right. I'm gonna let other people address all that shit too, but I ain't even addressing that really no more. I'm just gonna do my thing. I'm just gonna do my is whiz thing. I'm just gonna do my is whiz thing, man. I don't care if I only get 10 of y'all in this motherfucker every day. I don't care if I only get 10, 8, 6, 2 of y'all in this motherfucker every day. I don't even care. I ain't been caring. So uh and you could go look at my videos. Y'all could go look at all my videos for the past, I don't know how long. Look at the reaction videos, look at the lives. You will not see somebody's name in it for the algorithms all through my titles. Look at my shit. Go on my motherfucking channel, click videos, look at the titles. You will not see KB name in all my titles. You won't see it because I'm not looking for numbers, clicks, and views. You will not see it. Yo, Camden, New Jersey. So my mom has us in Camden, New Jersey as little adolescents, young. When I tell y'all I was in a bar, I had motherfucking I had not the chicken pox, but I had that other shit on my hand. I had them other shit, not measles, not chicken pox, but it's some other shit. Y'all remember back in the day when we used to? I had chicken pox too. Remember they don't even get chicken pox shit no more, right? But well, I had some shit on my hands, y'all. Some bumps on my hand. And this is crazy because it's kind of nasty. Because I remember being in the bars, shooting pool at like 5, 6 years old. And I remember I was popping the bump on the side of the pool table because I ended up popping one of the, it was like a pus bump. I know it's nasty, y'all, but I was little. And I remember bumping up against the corner of the pool table. And I remember that shit popped. And I thought it was going to hurt, y'all, but it didn't hurt because I got in trouble for it. Because I remember when it popped, it didn't hurt. It actually felt good. All the pus. I was like, ooh. So I tried to pop the other ones on my head, and I got in trouble. My mom saw me. I remember I got smacked in the head and shit. But like my mom used to. I remember we used to live next door to a penny candy store. This old lady. She used to watch after us. We used to spend our time. Good thing we lived next door to the store because I remember that we used to spend mad hours in this store and she used to feed us and shit. We used to get cereal and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and shit. And we used to spend mad time in this store next door to our crib and shit. You know what I mean? And because I remember my mom used to try to feed us fucking rice, milk, and sugar for breakfast as cereal. I hated that shit. I don't like milk and rice. I couldn't eat it. And I remember that I used to run next door. I used to run next door to the lady next door. Ooh, what was her name? Miss Ann. I think her name was Miss Ann. I used to run to her. I used to be crying and shit. And I was a little crybaby a little bit when I was young. I ain't gonna lie. I think I was a crybaby kinda. That's probably where my son got it from me. Because I remember I used to cry and fucking run next door and ask for cereal because I couldn't eat that shit. I remember I got a beating a couple times because I knocked it over on purpose and I act like it was an accident because I didn't want to eat it. And I didn't know how to tell my mom that I didn't like it. But man, yeah, we was on our way to foster care and shit like that. So my grandma, she ended up getting custody of us one by one. You know what I'm saying? My grandma told us like I can't let these boys be split up. Like it's not gonna be she said she told us like it's not gonna be a good chance that all three of y'all would have went to the same home. And she always said that she didn't want us split up. She always said that. I didn't want to see you guys split up. Yo, it's a lot of people that like that rice and milk and butter and shit. Like, my older brother love that shit. I ain't like. So my grandma always said like, I ain't never want to see y'all split up. So she got motherfucking custody of us one by one. So my brother, I remember us being a couple weeks in chilling. This is before my mom and my other bro was my older brother's best friend. Before they came in, we sitting there. So my aunt would go to work and we would do our thing during the day. I would go downstairs in the den where my aunt had all her fucking memorabilia because I was so infatuated by all her accomplishments that I would just keep reading accomplishments over. I would go look in the motherfucking book where she got the clippings and shit. Plus, she had the Nintendo Wii down there, and This is when the Nintendo Wii was new type shit, and I used to. And it was a basketball game on there, and I used to try to break the record, like a 3-point shootout on the Nintendo Wii. So I was addicted to. I would smoke some weed, and you could smoke in my aunt's house because she a smoker, right? It's funny. My aunt and all her friends smoked, yo, and they all worked for like the government. They don't work no more. They retired, but she was a boss, y'all, for the government, for lawyers, y'all. She was a boss, mind you. I don't know the title of her name, whatever. I have to look it up. But she was a boss, y'all. She had her own office inside a building, and she was a boss. She had people that worked for her. She had lawyers that worked for her. They, and like I told y'all, they went over cases of people who were wrongly convicted of certain things. She was a boss. She had lawyers, legals, and shit that worked for her. So she had a very important job. She had a very big payday. Like she got paid. I mean, her job was like a government job, but man, they smoked more weed than a little bit. Her and all her friends, man, they would roll their joints up. Yo, she would have company. Yo, these white folk would come over and they'd be all her co-workers, yo. I'm talking about these white folk, men and women. These is folk, you look at them, you would never think they smoked as much weed as they did. My motherfucking auntie was having a cookout. We was outside setting up the tents and shit. We got the tent set up and it started raining a little bit. And her motherfucking co-workers came over there. It was like 5, 6 different co-workers came over there. They wanted to meet us too and shit like that, or they might have met us in the past, or they meeting us. But yo, them old heads is funny because them old heads, they roll all they shit up at once. They come already prepared, like 100 joints rolled up already. Yo, they came in, me and my brothers, we outside up under the tents because we set the tents up and it started to drizzle a little bit. So we just started to stand under there and chill out, whatever, smoking our shit, doing our thing. And yo, and they came up to us. And every time one of my auntie co-workers would come up and meet us, they would pull out a joint. They would pull out a fucking Ziploc bag with 50 joints rolled in that motherfucker. And they would pull one out and they would hand it to you and they would introduce themselves. And then you don't know, you like a couple of times I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna light this motherfucker up. How you doing? My name is such and such. I'm my aunt nephew. Nice to meet you. I'm ready to light it up. And they all say the same shit. No, that's for you. They all be like, nah, that's yours. You smoke that when you want. Like, I got a whole bag full. Like, they was some pot heads, boy. So, you know, you could smoke in my aunt crib. So I would go downstairs, smoke me some weed, and play the Nintendo Wii while we take turns taking care of my grandma and shit like that. So my motherfucking brother one day, we like 2 weeks in. My brother is in the bedroom chilling, just upstairs in the room, one of the rooms that we sleep in. And he calls me and he calls my little bro in the room. Yo, come here. He laying down on the bed, like halfway on the bed, halfway on the floor. This nigga got the pill bottle. Mind you, I'm not even thinking like, hold up, you went and got the Percocet. I'm not even thinking this shit, right, y'all? This nigga got the nerve to ask us, do we want a pill? It's a Perk 5. He like, yo, I got Perk 5. Now I'm not putting 2 and 2 together yet. He like, yo, bro, you want to take a Perk 5? And I'm looking at him like, nah, I'm good. Like I give a little laugh and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want no fucking Perk 5, bitch. I was like, I'm good. I can smoke some weed, right? So he asked my little bro. I think my little bro said, yeah, like, yeah, let me get one. I'll take the Perk 5. I'm like, yo, y'all tripping, right? I'm like, what the fuck? So, but I don't think nothing about it. I just keep it moving. The next day, he asks again, hey, y'all don't want a Perk 5? You want to take a Perk 5, y'all? So he got them in his hand. He like, I'm taking 2, 3 these motherfuckers. And I'm like, what the fuck? He like, you want Perk? I'm like, nah, nigga. I'm like, nah. So like 3, 4 days in a row, he keep asking like, y'all want Perk 5? Y'all want Perk 5? So then right before we about to leave, now my mom and my other bro come in, the family friend bro, he come in. Now we there for like 3 weeks. So now I guess my older bro and them, my older bro, my younger brother, they got drug addictions. I don't know that the drug addiction is what it is yet. So they like, yo, I guess they don't have nowhere that they can get drugs from. And now they out of Percocet. So they don't want to get sick. So they making up an excuse for why they need to go back home like tomorrow. They say they got a job. So my older bro like, yo, we got this job just called this, yo, we got to get back to Jersey because we can't get, this is a good job. We got to get back. We can't get this opportunity up. So, you know, and they're catching the bus. So mind you, all three of us is catching the bus together. So if I don't go home with them, I got to catch the bus home by myself from Ohio to New Jersey. Because my aunt, because my mom and the family friend, they're staying longer than what we was gonna stay. But me and my bros, we supposed to just stay for only like another week though. You know what I'm saying? We only got like one more week. My mom and the family friend, they're staying. They just came in, so they plan on staying for like a month. So I'm like, man, I don't want to fucking catch the bus home in like 5 days. That means I'm riding home on the bus by myself. That's a lot of hours. I ain't trying to do that. I remember the fucking bus ride I took home from fucking Marietta, Georgia, back to fucking Philly, back to New Jersey by myself. That was 23 hours on a motherfucking bus ride by myself. That's all I was thinking. Even though it wasn't that long from Ohio to New Jersey, that bus ride ain't that long. But still, I ain't want to take it by myself. So I'm like, fuck it. If y'all going home, then I'm riding home with y'all. That way I ain't got to ride by myself. Plus, my grandma, she's back to life. You know what I'm saying? She back up doing her shit, cursing people out, you know, being angry, calling people the N-word and putting it in different phrases that we ain't never heard. So she back to normal and shit. So, you know, we like shit. It don't look like my grandma gonna die anytime soon anyway. We got her back to life. And so fuck it, I'm gonna roll too. I don't want to catch the bus by myself. So did. The next day come, right? The next day come. My brother, he's in the bedroom. My brother, he's in the fucking bedroom like he do. He got half his body, he got his lower body on the floor, like his knees and shit on his floor, and he got his arms and shit up on the bed. You know what I'm saying? And he got the pill bottle out, and the pill bottle is empty. And he has another pill bottle of his own with pills, right? This is where the plot thickens, y'all. This is where the story takes a left turn. So salute to my 8 people that's been here that I'm holding hostage for 3 hours. Salute to y'all because I don't want to be telling this story just to like 2 people, man. Because the story goes left, y'all. So picture this nigga. He got his upper body he's on the end of the bed. He's at the edge of the bed. He's leaning up, got his arms in his upper body linked up on the bed. He got his knees and shit on the floor. He got the pill bottle out. The fucking Percocet bottle's empty. He got another pill bottle with pills in it. We don't know what this shit is. He calls us in the bedroom. So, and of course he gonna call me in the bedroom because I'm the level-headed one out of my brothers. I'm this, well, you know, I don't want to say it like this, but I'm the smarter one out of my 2 brothers. I'm just going, well, I don't feel that way. Like, I think my older brother is fucking, he's really the smartest, but he just fucking, he used to, I don't know, but like, even like my auntie, my family members, like, you know what I mean? They tell me, like, my auntie, she's rich, and when she dies, she wants to make one of us the beneficiary. And she came to me because she like, you the one who got the level head on his shoulders. Like, you know, especially at the time. My older brother, both my brothers kept going to prison. Both of them went to prison twice. They got drug problems. I'm the one who never been to prison, always had a level head. You know what I mean? Always was so they felt like I was always the smarter one. You know what I mean? I was always, you know what I mean, the one handling my responsibilities as a grown person. You know what I mean? So they look at me as the one with the common sense. I'm the reasonable one. So he calls me in the room and he like, yo, bro. So now I'm looking. He like, yo. He like, I done took all the fucking pills. So, and this nigga sneaky too, man. My older bro sneaky. He talking about something. That's why I was asking y'all if y'all want some. He was like, cause I ain't want to be the only one to take them. But he's like, I was feeling guilty. I tried to take y'all down with me. Like, I'm like, you piece of shit. Excuse me. He let us know he wanted us to be involved in his fucking crime and shit. He talking about, I tried to get y'all down with me. He's like, but you kept saying no. He like the little bro. He like he took a couple. He like you kept saying no, nigga. He like so. I'm like nigga, you wasn't even supposed to go in her bathroom, nigga. But so he like this. He like okay, the pill bottle empty. He like but this. He said but this. He said Auntie said, Grandma don't take these. She's not taking no more of these. So she shouldn't know they miss it anyway, right? So this is what I said. I said, yo, our auntie is old. She was an athlete. She had surgeries, bro. She had shoulder surgery and she had knee surgery. Cause that's what fucked her up when she was playing ball in the service. She blew her knee out and shit like that. And she's still working. I'm like, yo, and I just threw this out there. You know what I mean? I just threw this out there. I'm like, yo, what if one day Auntie has pain? She had a couple surgeries, shoulder surgeries, knee surgeries. She's older. I'm like, yo, what if she just so happened to motherfucking have pain and want to take one of them perk fives, bro? Oh, god damn. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting a phone call. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. What the fuck? So, where was I at? Sorry, y'all. I'm eating some pineapple. You got to get your fruit in. If y'all not eating y'all fruit and veggies, something wrong with you. I'll go from watermelon to pineapple to all that shit. So, okay, where was I? So this motherfucker called me in the room, right? He got an empty pill. So I'm like, yo, dude. Oh yeah. I'm like, yo, what if Auntie has some pain? Like she's older. I'm like, they are allowed to take some pain medicine and shit every once in a while, bro. Like obviously Auntie is not going to abuse them, but she was an athlete. She had surgeries, and if what if one day she just needs to take one, and then she's going to expect them to be there? He like, nah, she shouldn't be taking them anyway. Mm-mm. Okay, thank you. Uh-uh. He got this inclination that only he could take these motherfuckers, because or only a drug addict could take them. Some shit. He's under that impression. I'm like, yo, bro, you ain't gotta be no drug addict or addicted to these pills for an older person or somebody with pain to take these pills as needed, bro. I'm like, Auntie could take one of these motherfuckers once every 3 months, but she expected to be there, bro. Right? His whole shit is nah, fuck that. She shouldn't be taking them anyway, right? He like, so he like, yeah, but so he like, I got these other pills. Listen, y'all. Listen. I know y'all like, motherfucker, we been listening. So he got these other pills and they look like the Perk 5s. They look like them. Look just like them, shaped like them and everything, right, y'all? But they're sleeping pills. These motherfuckers are like Ambiens, but I don't think they were Ambiens, but they sleeping pills, prescribed sleeping pills, y'all. And they kind of strong. My bro said one of them joints I had you going. So he like, I'm gonna replace this bottle with the sleeping pills. If I may, you know. He like, I'm gonna replace these pills with the sleeping pill. So you know me, I'm the reasonable. No, nigga, don't do it. I'd rather you just get rid of the bottle and her just not have them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, what if she go to take one of the motherfuckers thinking they perk, bro? Nah, bro, she shouldn't be taking them anyway. I'm like, nah, nigga, you can't say that, man. So I told him not to do it, y'all. So he was still trying to debate. I did not see him put these pills in that bottle. So I never knew if he actually did it or not, because he didn't say. I left the room. He just told me like, all right, whatever type shit. Like you ain't agreeing with me, nigga. See, so there's something right there. Me and my own brother disagreed. Because I told the nigga, no, don't do it. Just take the bottle. I'd rather her just not have that bitch than you put them sleeping pills in there. Whatever, nigga. You ain't even want to take none of these pills anyway, nigga. I was trying to get I was trying to get y'all to be guilty with me. No, nigga, that's why I ain't take none, nigga. Now, that's why I ain't take none. So, and then you want to replace them motherfucker. I said, no, nigga, don't you fucking replace them shits with no fucking sleeping pills, nigga. Fucking stupid. That's her fucking aunt, nigga. But that's why I gave y'all the background on their relationship. This nigga don't really like her. He love her, but he don't like her. So we leave the next day. Boom, we haul ass. We go back to Jersey. We living our life, y'all. We living our life. Weeks go by. Weeks go by. Weeks go by. My grandma, I told you, my grandma didn't pass away for a whole another year type shit. Whole another year or two. So I'm gonna say like a few months go by, right? Not too long, but just a few. I'm gonna say like 2-3 months go by because no. I'm gonna say like 2 months because it was still cold outside when we left. I'm gonna say it was what, November, December, January. I'm gonna say November, December, January, February. I'm gonna say like 2 months. 2 months went by, right? We get a motherfucking phone call. I get a phone call. It's my older bro. No, I'm lying. My mom called me. My mom called me. She like, did you know about this? Did you know about what your brother Batty did? That's why his name Batty, y'all. Did you know what your brother Batty did? My mom hot. She acting like she hot, right? Nah, I don't know what he did. What the fuck is you talking about? When y'all was here in Ohio, before y'all left, you know what your fucking brother did? You know what your fucking No, mom, I don't know what he did. You know what I mean? She mad. This brother, she was like, you know he took all the pills and replaced them pills with sleeping pills? You know me, I played it off. Huh? Nah, I don't know shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Replace what pills with what pills, mom? What are you talking about? I don't know nothing about no fucking pills. You know me, I play it off to the T. Man, Auntie, yeah, I took these pills. He replaced these pills with sleeping pills. So then I called Batty. Batty, I'm like, yo, you know, I'm getting cursed out. Nigga talking about that I know and shit. You got, he like, yo. He's like, yeah, they called me cursing me out. He's like, fuck that. He's like, yeah, I'm cursing me out. And she's like, yeah, I ended up telling her, yeah, I replaced them. I took them. He's like, I had to tell her shit. You know what I mean? I got an addiction. That's when he come out. You know what I mean? But it took a left turn because my mom was hot now because now her and my aunt becoming best friends a little bit because of some like money and everything like that. Like they ain't even really cool, but they cool when they want to be. But so fuck it. Dig what happened, y'all. Dig what happened, y'all. My auntie, like I said, something would happen. My auntie got mad. She got like these steps in her crib. You know what I'm saying? You got to go up one step, then you got to turn and go up some other steps and shit. Well, she said she took like a little slip and fall, right? Excuse me. And you can know, because when you come down her first set of steps, you know, her steps are rugs. And when you get to like the bottom two steps, if you step like on the end of her step, you will slip because we all do it. Like some to the point where I would do it on purpose because when you get to that, when you get to that last couple steps, you could just so you can slip right there. We all do it. So that's what she did. And like I told you, she had surgery on her knee a long time ago. She had blew her knee out, had surgery on some shit. So her knee was hurting. So what she did, she don't want to miss work. So she's on her way to work, and it's a snowy fucking day, freezing. Not freezing, but I guess but it was it was a lot of snow on the ground. Like they had one of them heavy snow days in Ohio. And what's funny is my auntie, she works in the city, so it's easier for her to catch the bus because, uh, fortunately for her, there's a bus stop right out front of her crib, right across the street, and she lived in fucking a beautiful neighborhood too, like no violence, nothing like. And it's a bus stop that's right across the street from her crib, and the bus drops her off right in front of her job. Now she has a car, obviously she could drive to work, but it don't make no sense. So it's way easier for her to just hop on that bus and take it to work. And mind you, my auntie is a boss at her job, got her own office. She's a boss. She has people work under her, right? She took a slip and fall. She hurting. Her knee hurting. She says, oh, I got these perk fives in here that I should have. So I'm going to go ahead and pop two of these motherfuckers, take my ass to work. My auntie says she fixed her coffee. She get her coffee, her newspaper, and everything. And she takes her two Percocets, what she think is two Percocets, but here she is taking two strong ass sleeping pills, some damn ambient type shit. And she takes her black ass to the bus stop, and it's heavy snow and everything on the ground. It's like January, February. Next thing you know, she says she don't know how and she don't know why, but her black ass is laying down in the snow at the bus stop. She's laying down in the snow. She said she can't keep her eyes open. Her eyes is getting heavy, and instead of being in her normal seat on the bus stop seat or whatever, or standing, she's laying down in a big pile of snow. To the point where to the point where her neighbor across the street neighbor, who was one of her best friends, you know what I mean, ladies that we knew because I've been knowing her for years. She lived across the street from, I've been knowing her for years. And She noticed my aunt laying down in the snow and noticed that that wasn't her normal routine. Like, why is she laying down in the snow? That's not her normal shit. So she said that her neighbor had to come out, help her, pick her up out the snow, was asking her what is wrong, and she couldn't tell her what is wrong. She like, I don't know, couldn't answer her. She's all out of it, looking like she on some drowsy bullshit, to the point where her neighbor said that she had to stand there with her until the bus came because she was spilling her coffee or some shit. So she held her coffee for my aunt until the bus came, and she thought, oh, maybe she's just tired. The coffee will help her wake up. The bus came, y'all. She says she gets on the bus, her normal seat. She sits directly behind the bus driver. First seat, she says. That's her seat. She said, she said, she woke up at the job. The bus driver woke her up in front of her job. Her call, she was knocked out sleep. Coffee flipped over in her lap. She thinking she took 2 Percocet, y'all. My auntie is very she's very detailed, so to say. Like they say, like my auntie is detailed. She works for a legal department, y'all. Like my auntie is straightforward. She ain't gonna let no bullshit get by. So they wake her up. She got her coffee flipped over in her lap, she says. Coffee spilt. All her pants, coat, everything soaked in coffee, knocked out. She said these people is looking at her. Nah, I ain't get the bottle. She said these people, he never told me if he was gonna really do it or not. Like I left the room, we argued. I was like, nah, nigga, don't do it. He was like, he ain't tell me if he was gonna do it or not. Like I left the room, so I never seen him put the pills in the bottle and put it up there. I never even asked him. I just stayed away from it. So then so she like, yo, these people that see her every day is looking at her like she's a fucking zombie, looking at her like she on some type of drugs. Like they wondering, like, yo, this is not your character. This ain't you. What the fuck is going on with you? She say, people are questioning her. Like, what the fuck is you on? Like, you on some drowsy sleep shit? Like, what the fuck is like she's usually a uppity stand-up citizen, you know what I mean? Like my auntie is on point on her shit. Like, so she says she get to her job, y'all. Now, mind you, just because she's a boss, she says she has bosses still too. And she got colleagues that's on the same level as her. And she also still has a big boss. She's not allowed to fucking sleep on her job. Yo, she said she couldn't keep her fucking eyes open. She went into her office and kept shutting her door and falling asleep on her desk. She said she was putting, I don't know, her computer or laptop. She said she was hiding. She was finding a way to hide and putting her head down and just going to sleep because she had no choice. She said she could not stay awake for shit. She said she don't know what the fuck it was. She said she was fighting to stay awake. Fighting. She said it came to the point where she had to lock her office door. She said if a motherfucking big boss would have came down, she would have been fired. Right before she got to retire, and that's what she was real pissed about. Because she was like, yo, you could have, she felt like my brother never her retirement plan. Because she retired like soon after that. Because I remember her talking about it. Like, yo, if I would have got fired, you would have fucked with my retirement plan. She said, good thing none of the fucking big bosses came down to her office. She said she can't, the type of job she got, she said, it's zero tolerance for sleeping on a job. She said, zero tolerance. She was like, he almost got me fired. So they end up calling Jersey. So dig this, y'all. But my mom don't know yet that my brother switched the pills. So what do my mom do? What do my aunt do, y'all? She comes home, she does an investigation. She goes, gets the pill bottle, looks at the pills, and she looks the pills up. So now she's telling us that she's about to try to get the doctor in them with malpractice because they subscribed the wrong pills to her mom, my grandma. So she thinking this is the doctor fuck up. Oh yeah, it got deep, y'all. It got deep. My aunt put in the phone calls because she thought the doctor did it. And I told you who she worked for. She already worked for legal shit. She already bought some legal paralegals and lawyers and shit. They in the business of suing. That's what they do. They sue people. Her best friend is in the same business as her, and she's like a real lawyer type joint, but they work in the same business. And her best friend that live in Ohio, and I got pictures with her too. I got a dope picture of her best friend that work in the legal system with her. I got a dope picture too. I need to get that on my fit, show y'all. Me in my younger days. I got a real diamond necklace on. This when I had my fucking six gold teeth in the front with the they had little fangs, but I had the 6 gold teeth with the white gold outline with the fucking diamonds in the chain. You know what I mean? That was my young days with the cornrows to the back. Yeah. That was that chain I had on layaway for like 2 years, and my baby mom was mad as shit. She was mad as shit when I walked out the store with that because, not mad because of the money I spent. She didn't want the attention. She was like, motherfucker, you gonna get, man, motherfucker's gonna rob you with that motherfucker. She like, can you please tuck that motherfucker when you with me? Please, I'm like, man, motherfuckers gonna think this is fake. Ain't nobody gonna believe this chain is real. Look at these diamonds. They gonna think this shit is fake. They ain't gonna wanna rob me for this. They gonna think it's fake. I had that bitch on layaway for 2 years, bitch. I ain't never think I was gonna get that chain off of layaway. I could have bought a fucking car, a brand new car in a house. I could have bought a nice house with that money that I'm thinking of back now. That was some dumb shit spending all that money on that fucking chain. That was one of the dumbest. And I ain't got nothing to show for it. Because I went and pawned it. I was going to sell it, but I changed my mind. And when I got to the pawn shop, I said, yo, man, I don't know. I might come back for this. So I took less money and never went back for it. But yo, she called the fucking doctors and everything. She talking about putting lawsuits in and all type of shit. She said she called the doctors up. She cursing them out. They went through the whole process. They went through the whole process. And on the doctor side, they went through the whole process of them filling out the prescription, going to get the prescription, and figured out that they did nothing wrong on their end. And then I don't know how the sleeping pill thing came about, but I don't know. I think my mom might have knew. Batty, he might have said something to my mom. My mom ended up snitching, or my little brother, somebody, I don't know. But when they asked, but when they, but when my auntie confronted my brother about it, he didn't deny it though. So he did tell her himself though. He did tell her like, yeah, I did. I put the sleeping pills in there because I didn't think you was gonna take them. That's what he told her. I'm gonna keep it funky. He ain't really give 2 shits about it either. He shrugged it. My brother, my older brother was like, oh well. I'm like, damn, nigga, you ruthless. But that's when he was addicted to drugs though. So he had a different mentality then. His thought process was different then. He on a whole another thing right now. Yo, my auntie was crazy. Do y'all hear these stories I'm telling y'all about my peoples? I know y'all like, yo, y'all brothers is off the chain. I know y'all like, yo, nigga, y'all some, yo, your brothers is some hood, not smart. One brother say he BL in an airline at 2000. My other brother put sleeping pills in my grandma Percocet bottle. Like, oh my gosh, man, these niggas is off the chain. Nope, nope, nope. I know what y'all thinking. Nope, I ain't got no crazy stories about me doing nothing like that, huh? I wouldn't tell y'all anyway. So now I would have to think. Now I got some stories though, man, that'll make y'all laugh, man. I got some shit that, yeah. Ain't that fucked up though? He put the sleeping bottles in the joint and my aunt was asleep, yo. And she took two of them. And then it was funny because later on, my brother was laughing like, yo, he told me, he was like, yo, one of them things will put you down. He was like, she took two. Yo, this nigga had the nerve to hit me up talking about some, yo, hey, yo, bro, yo, one of them joints would have put you down, and she took two. Oh, man, you almost got Auntie fired, man. Yeah, got Auntie fired. Right before her motherfucking retirement. Yeah, I would have been fucked up. See, but my brother kind of didn't care a little bit because he had a little grudge, right? Because about when my auntie sold the crib, got a whole bunch of money for the house that we grew up in that we weren't supposed to sell, that my grandma never wanted to sell. And my grandma specifically told them too, like, yo, we want to keep this house too, just in case, uh, just in case y'all kids need it. It'll always be a home that'll be paid for, just in case any of y'all kids or whatever, uh, run into some hard times and need somewhere to stay. Y'all have this house, right? Glad she wasn't driving, right? You ain't think about that. Good thing she caught the bus every day. Good thing she didn't drive to work. But she never drove to work though. That was something she never did it for years. Like the whole 30, 40, 50 years she'd been working, living there, she never drove to work. So that's a good thing. But yeah, so he already had a grudge, right? Cause then she ended up lying to us, saying no, she wasn't going to sell the house, right? I mean, we even had meetings, y'all. The house was not going to be sold. She went behind our backs because I guess we did a few things that she didn't like and went behind our backs. Next thing you know, she pop up and she say, "Oh, never mind. I am selling a house and I already found somebody." Like it was like she already had it in the making because she came to us and was like, "I know I said I wasn't selling the house, but I am selling. I changed my mind. I'm selling a house, and as a matter of fact, not only am I selling it, this bitch is being sold tomorrow. So y'all gotta come here today and get all y'all shit or whatever's left in this house that y'all want. You gotta come get it now. Like some spur of the moment shit. Like what? First of all, you blindsiding us with the selling it, and then we gotta come right now to get our shit because the shit being sold in a couple days. You want to get huh? We can't make it. I'm not even around right now. I'm not gonna be able to come there right. It's impossible for me to make it. I'm out of town right now. I can get there tomorrow. And if I tell you the foul shit that she did, if I tell you the foul shit she did though, by sitting some of our shit outside, like on the trash, because we didn't show up that day, I got a 500 something dollar mosquito jacket sitting outside. Niggas got yearbooks and all type of memorabilia and shit. Now you got an attitude because we ain't show up. and then sold the crib and got mad bread and then didn't break us off nothing, but then felt bad and gave us like 1,500. Yo, my brother was hot. My older brother was like 1,500. He said I should slap this, I should throw this back in her face. I said, nigga, give it to me before you do that. Give it to me, nigga. I'll take your 1,500. He's like, bitch, she got 100,000. You giving us 1,500? Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. Yo, I appreciate y'all staying here. I was just giving y'all some little background on the relationship. My brother and my aunt. It's not the same today, but that's how it was then. You know what I'm saying? If you see my brothers today and you see what's going on today, these niggas is pulled a straight whole turnaround 180, living good. Like I gave y'all the background on my little brother. How about my older brothers? Dude, he's doing so good right now. He's helping other people get clean. What? My older brother is helping other people get clean. What the fuck? I said, nigga. And been doing it for a minute. Like, and he sacrifices his time. There's only a couple people here. My older brother got a redemption story, though. I'll tell that another day. He ain't that same piece of putting sleeping pills in my auntie pill bottle that he was in 2010, 11. He's not that dude. My little brother's not the same. Like, yo, it's crazy. I changed just a little bit before them. You know what I'm saying? They changed a little bit after me, but eventually they got there. Eventually they got there. And I just hope that we all keep striving, keep doing what's better, you know what I'm saying, to better. And spread that love and try to make other people better, man. Believe it or not, we like helping other people too, man. That's what we do, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. I had y'all here too long. I felt like I gave y'all a couple of good stories, man, into my real life, man. Y'all learning who the fuck I am, where I come. So now y'all see why I'm a little crazy and I like to be funny. Like I ain't even really tell y'all some of the hard time. We all got some hard time stories. A lot of us do. I ain't even y'all see how I bounce around the hard times. I gave y'all a little bit about me being a child in Camden and shit, but I didn't even tell. It's other stories. It's other shit that we went through as kids. Like it's other shit. Like, but I'm giving y'all a little glimpse inside the past of my real life, man. I know you like, man. This nigga got some shout out motherfucking family members. I see why this nigga go off the handle like he do sometimes. I see why he was cursing and shit the shit he be saying sometimes yesterday. Like, yeah, come from crazy motherfuckers, man. But we some stand up people though. We some stand. I hope y'all enjoyed the story, man. I hope the little couple people that's still left, if y'all been here, I hope y'all enjoyed the story, man. And I appreciate everybody that stuck around the whole time. Salute to everybody that stopped by earlier, heard the story, that enjoyed the stories. Um, if y'all like the stories, man, shit, let me know, man. Whenever y'all can, man, let me know, and I'll tell some more, man. You know, I'll tell some more. Right? Progress is a process. That's right. I want to hear some more stories, man. I got some. I got some more stories, man. I got some funny joints, man. I just appreciate you guys, man, taking the time, spending all these hours with me, man, listening, laughing with me, man, and not judging me and judging my family, man. I appreciate that. I guess we all got some crazy moments, right? But y'all see where I come from, and y'all see my heart and my patience, man. You know, I went back, took care of my grandma when she got Alzheimer's, and then the cancer kicked in. You know, the breast cancer. But that was me that was there taking care of her, solo dolo, solo dolo. Leaving work, coming home during lunch, not even during lunch. Just some days if it was too hot, making sure she ain't cut the goddamn air conditioner off. Cause sometimes she would. And that's why I had to do that. Because one time she surprised me, y'all. One time I end up fucking coming home. It was real hot. Thanks, bro. Thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you. because one time it was real hot and I ended up coming home on like a lunch break or something, and she had the air turned off. And I'm like, Grandma, you got the air off? I had to turn it back on. I said, what the fuck? I said, it's hot as shit outside. She was like, oh, I turned it off because I cleaned it or something. She wiped it off. I meant to turn it back on and I forgot. Whoa, no, no, no. You can't forget, Grandma. It's hot as fuck in here. You gonna bake. Like, no, 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 no. Gotta turn this air on. Then I let my boss know. Like, yo, you know what I mean? And it was cool that the old white man had a great understanding. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, my grandma has Alzheimer's, but they knew I lived right around the block. I'm like, yo, I need to check on her every once in a while sometimes, man. She would scare me sometimes, man. She would do shit and forget that she did it and shit. You know what I mean? Can't do that. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys, man. I love you guys, man. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for enjoying the story. Had y'all here for a minute, man. I guess I'll jump off of here and see what's going on in these YouTube streets, man. Great story. Nope, I didn't. I didn't know if he put them in there, but I kind of knew he probably was gonna put them in there. But I just said that was just one of my mind my business joints. Like, I'm just gonna mind my business and hope he don't do that. And yeah, maybe I should have backtracked and checked. Maybe I should have. I fucked up right there. I fucked up. Maybe I should have went back and checked. But you know, that's still older bro. And he could still beat me up at the time and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was older bro still, you know what I mean? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I told him not to do it. Told him no. He asked for my advice. I said no. Don't do it. He told me whatever, nigga, get the fuck away from me. I was like, all right, fuck you too, nigga. Don't do it. And walked away. Fuck you. Mind my business. You do it, all right, fuck it. And I guess a little bit, I guess a little bit, he kind of not convinced me, but he gave me that older brother. And then he kind of with the, she shouldn't be taking them anyway, man. They be all right. You see how long this pill bottle was there? Because that pill bottle what has been there for like a while. And she explained that. Like, you know what I mean? This pill bottle had been here and nobody's taking these for a minute. So ain't no excuse. Maybe I should have checked. But I'm glad nothing happened. But man, I appreciate the players fuck up. Nah, yeah. You're right though, Val. Man, I should have checked, man. I should have checked. And I didn't. And I did. I said up my business. He was mad because we ain't even take pills with him anyway. I think my little brother took a couple. That nigga was a piece of that nigga was like, man, I was trying to get y'all to be guilty with me anyway. Like, what? I would have really took the bottle in if I would have participated. If I would have had anything to do with taking them and shit like that, oh yeah, no, you ain't putting that bottle. And they going? Nah, you ain't putting that bottle back now. Because now I'm a part of it. Nope. And I'm not gonna be a part of you putting these shits in there. Nope. Shit, maybe I should have took one or two of them bitches and it would have made me feel guilty. I would have felt like I was a part of it. But since I felt like I ain't had nothing to do with it, I'm like, nope, mind my business. You asked me for advice, I told you not to do it. And I specifically said it too. I be telling people I'm psychic, man. I said it though. I said, yo, bro, Auntie is older. I said, she work every day, yo. She been working every day nonstop for years. She's an athlete. She has surgery, bro. I'm like, yo, she has shoulder surgery. She had knee surgery. I said something, and I told her I didn't know she was gonna have like a little slip and fall on the steps, but I'm like, she didn't even need to have a slip and fall. I'm like, I told him, I said, yo, sometimes old folks just have aches and pain. Like, not old, because I won't call her old because she wasn't old at the time, but older athletes that been through shit have aches and pains and shit. She played on a high level. My aunt ain't just played no bullshit high school shit. She played on the highest level there was at the time. If they would have had a WNBA before she went to the service or blew her knee out, she would have been a lottery pick straight out of high school. My aunt would have went straight to the. There's no doubt in my mind she would have been a lottery pick for the WNBA the way her stats was, and fucking especially in college, in high school and college. And when she went to the service, she was nasty in the service till she blew her knee out. And I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, yo, what if she just had regular aches and pains, bro? And she like, you know what? I need to take one of these motherfucking 5 milligrams, whatever. Nah, she should be taking them anyway. Nah, man, I love y'all though, man. Shout out to everybody that stopped through. Shout out to all my moderators, man. All the ladies that stopped through, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I love you guys. Shout out to all my fellas, man. Anybody that support the channel financially, support it by hitting that like button. Salute my people. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Salute to all my people that hit that like button, that leave a comment, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Just doing my is thing, man. I said what I said thing, man. I think I voiced my opinion enough, and I'll let everybody else do what they do, man. I see and feel the energy shifting, and I'm just gonna mind my fucking business. Salute to you guys, man. I love y'all.